so far away. Run, 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 run. I gotta run, I cannot stay. Run, 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 run. My feet hit the pavement with every stride. Can't run far enough to escape what's inside. I run with no direction, don't know what I'll find. I can't run fast enough to escape my mind. I'm gonna run so far away. Run, 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 run. I gotta run, I cannot stay. Run, 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 run. If I keep running, don't know where I'll end up. Can't stop going, it's just never enough. My legs keep pumping, I don't wanna slow down. Can't quit going, gotta run around town. I'm gonna run so far away. Run, 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 run. I gotta run, I cannot stay. Run, 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 run. Will I ever reach the end of the earth? And when I'm done, will I finally find worth? If I stay in place, my mind starts to race. I have to keep running till I'm red in the face. I'm gonna run so far away. Run, 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 run. I gotta run, I cannot stay. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I'm gonna run, I gotta run. Get away, I run all day. Run, 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 run.
I run, I try to escape, I flee, I just wanna stay alive. I look behind me as the wind blows, snow falls and through it I can barely see ahead. I see them chasing me, I see the figure shapes, I see them in the distance. I'm running, I just wanna stay alive. I just wanna stay alive. I look behind me as the wind blows, snow falls and through it I can barely see ahead. I see them chasing me, I see the figure shapes, I see them in the distance. I'm running, I just wanna stay alive. I hear footsteps, closer, getting louder. Heart racing, pulse pounding, and I don't wonder after. Shadows move in silence, whispers in the night. I grip the edge tighter, holding on to life. Cold steel against my skin, the wind is howling, but my mind is sharper and my heart is growling. I'm running, I just wanna stay alive. I won't give up, I won't give in. I will fight till the end begins. They're closing in, I rise from the ledge. Eyes sharp as a knife, it's do or die now. And I'm fighting for my life, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I just wanna stay alive. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I just wanna stay alive. I won't give up, I won't give in. I will fight till the end begins. I just wanna stay alive. They're closing in, but I hold my breath. I'll find my strength in the face of death. I just wanna stay alive. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running.
Shoot, I forgot. So now you have voice. I apologize. So I have an audio interface, and there's this is a condenser mic, which means you can't just run a condenser mic. It like needs power, so I have to push this little Z48 button, and I forget to push it sometimes. So then you guys don't get sound when you're supposed to get sound. So hopefully you have sound now. I kind of forget that sometimes. But somebody was asking, what I was saying is, Jaded asked, what was your favorite Batman cow? There's a Batman cow? What, C-O-W-L, cowl? Is that a different word? Am I saying that, like, did you just accidentally add an L, or is that a word that I'm not familiar with? C-O-W-L. I'm honestly not sure. But yeah, welcome in, oh, hey look, OJ. OJ Plays. Welcome into Monday! Yes, sweet. Monday. We got all the cool people here. Dave Skir's here. Yeah, you guys all have to just learn sign language. I'll just be over here just like doing sign language. Though I have noticed that I talk with my hands. It's his mask. So my dad talks with his hands, and I have inherited that. So if somebody wanted to, it'd be better to tie my hands behind my back than to put, like, if you're like trying to abduct me, you should just like tie my hands behind my back so I couldn't talk. Because I need my hands to talk. You wouldn't have to put a blindfold or a whatever thing. What's your favorite version of Batman's mask / cowl? Oh, mask. I'm honestly not sure. There's a bunch of them. Is there? Because I've only really watched The Dark Knight. I haven't really watched a lot of other ones. So, welcome in, everybody. Today's plan is, this will be I was actually really sad last night as I was thinking about this. This will be my last LEGO Fortnite stream for a while. I have become increasingly frustrated with certain bugs. I've noticed that they are more centered around toys, because toys are a really complicated thing to code. And there's a lot of bugs that have been giving me a lot of frustration. And it's my favorite game, but the chain keeps popping off the bicycle. So I'm going to take a break from LEGO Fortnite after tonight, and I'm going to be playing some Minecraft, and hopefully the devs over at LEGO, well, it's not really the developers issue there. I would assume, because they have a small team, and the developers can't both, with the small team they have, produce new content and fix the bugs that they currently have. They just don't have enough manpower to do that. So management, they either need to hire more people to get more people on working on some of those bugs, or management needs to stop telling them make new content. They need to say, okay, we need to shift and fix some of the bugs. So it's not the developers. Don't ever hate on developers. Generally, those people are fantastic. You have no volume because I'm going to my band concert. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You could turn on, like, can you turn on like auto captions? Or I think you can only do auto captions if you if like the stream's finished and you go back and watch it. Then I think you could turn them on. But anyways, I'm gonna take a break from LEGO, which was making me really, really sad, because I'm realizing all the really good memories and the really cool things that I've had a chance to do in LEGO, and I wanted to share with you guys some of my worlds. Some of you guys may have seen some of these things. If you've been in every single stream, I've showed off most of this, but we're gonna go through and I'm gonna show you some of the things that I've done in LEGO, because I haven't made videos about half the stuff, because I don't have that much time. I get so excited about making this something that I make something, and then I make something else, then I make something else, and then I realize, oh, I probably really should make a video about that. So I actually even have a whole list. I have a whole folder of unfinished videos. It's like, I think it's like 7 long already. 7 halfway finished videos that never got done. But before I launch into this, how was everybody's weekend? Did anybody do anything exciting? I spent a butt ton of time working on videos, and it is 100% paying off. I got to do a really cool collaboration with 6 content creators, and we literally blew up the Death Star in LEGO Fortnite. There's a video out about that right now. You can watch it. I literally spent 30 hours making it. and it has already gotten 36 watch hours. So it's like already been paid for. My thought is like, if I put more time into it than it gets watch hours, it's a fail. But if I get more watch hours than I put into it, then it's a success. That's kind of always been my terrible. I don't know. Is that a good measurement of success? If you get more if you get more watch hours than the time you put into it, I don't know. So Rob, I will every day still. So Harry Rob, I'm gonna call him Harry Rob, and he has no opinion. He has no option for me not to call him Harry Rob because it's stuck, and now he's Harry Rob in my mind, and my mind is it's wired very strangely, and so he will always be Harry Rob for me. Anyway, so he's been playing in RoboCraze, this one right here. He's been playing in this world. I'll show off some of the stuff that he's done. And Rob, if we get to that and you want to show some of the stuff you've been doing, you're more than welcome to pop in when I get to that world. I'll do that world later on. Because I'll do these from like the age they came out. That way I'm tracking through some of the stuff that I've done. Anyways, real quick. Jaded says, "Be right back. I need to do something, then I'll be able to watch. Can't wait." Sweet. Go get your stuff done, Jaded. Anyways, I was saying something. Oh, Harry Rob. He will always be Harry Rob for me. But I'm gonna show you a bunch of the stuff that I've done. And I'm trying to think which one is the oldest one that I have here. So this is last played. This doesn't actually show the creation date, does it? Oh, created. So this is my sandbox. This one's probably the coolest one that you all want to see. 4/13/2024. This one was made. Well, these two are delete me because I went and double checked, and there's nothing really in there that you guys would want to see. So this one was created. So 4/13, 9/13. Beans was made after 4. So I guess we would start with a Bad Guys junk drawer. You have things in this world? That's awesome. We'll see if we can. If I show off anybody something that they made in one of my worlds, then shout it out in the chat. Be like, "Hey, I made that," or "So and so made that." Because I've been blessed to have met a lot of you guys in game, and I've built a lot of really cool memories. I was getting really nostalgic, and so this is kind of like a nostalgia trip for me, where I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna get to talk about the things that I made, yeah. So, oh yeah, your mini plane, yeah. So when Angry Moose, when that shows up on screen, be like, hey, that was me. So yeah, I've been playing. I didn't realize that a year has come and gone. I've been playing Lego for literally a year. I don't have. Oh, your mic sadly doesn't work. I'm sorry. Sweet doctor, keep looking. So this right here is one of my oldest memories, actually. This right here is the ominous chair. It's like I built this for Long Tom. He's got the Long Tom Lounge. He does K&K, which is D&D, but in Lego. And before I was a Craftopian key holder, I made this. It was me, Sir Laughs-A-Lot, and Long Tom. We literally set up a campfire right here on this corner, and we just talked about life. And I honestly, I strongly recommend to you guys, like, find some people to play with. Even if you don't know if you're gonna play with them forever, find some people to play with here on the Craftopia server, or in chat. If you guys want to, literally in chat, you guys can say like, "Hey, I want somebody to play with?" And see if you guys can find somebody to play with. You could try playing with them, and if you guys don't vibe really well, then find somebody else to play with. Just find somebody that you really enjoy hanging out with, and you'll make those. At least for me, those are the best memories, is playing with people. Yeah, Sir Laughs-A-Lot, you're right. It was right here. I have a photo to prove it somewhere. I'm not gonna dig it up because it would take me too long, and everybody would leave the stream because they would all get bored of me digging through photos. Because I take way too many screenshots and then can't find anything. But yeah, so this is a functioning flying chair. This was made, though, after we had channels. Unfortunately, I deleted most of my most of my like early worlds, I probably should have kept the first one that I made just because I burned through worlds really fast. But yeah, it's a fully functioning flying chair. Ooh, what did I just run into? Ooh, I burst up. I'm gonna stop flying this before I break it. I'm gonna break it. What did I run into? I don't know what I ran into. I ran into something. Anyways, that's a fully functioning flying chair. This is a Bye Guys junk drawer. So this is just a bunch of junk. I'll sleep through the night real quick so you guys can see what's actually on screen instead of just having darkness. Having darkness is not that cool. So the biggest thing that I've always done, which if you just look at my YouTube channel, is toys. Toys is the reason that I love Lego Fortnite. Minecraft is cool, but you don't have physics engine. And I like logic puzzles, and for me, toys are a logic puzzle. So, like, here's a huge pile of toys. This is... when will I get back to... yes, I am sorry, Moose. Angry Moose. I'm switching to Minecraft, because of the major bugs that prevent me from expressing my creativity in Lego. I just keep running into walls and keep having things that I'm just going full tilt. I got a creative idea and then it just hits a wall and there's no way around it. Yeah. Okay, Doctor, see ya. So yes, I would love to get back to Lego. Some of the major bugs need to be addressed. The last Lego Fortnite video that I will drop here in sometime in the next week, 2 weeks. I've got it about half. I have most of the footage recorded. I need to come up with a good... I haven't fully figured in my head how I want to say what I want to say, though. Because I don't... It's not the developer's issue. No, like, the developers are fantastic. I actually have had the opportunity even to speak with one of them, and really great individual. They're doing really good stuff with Lego, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future. I don't think that Fortnite is prioritizing the bugs enough, because with every new update brings really cool things, but also is going to come with bugs, because there's anytime you introduce something new, there's going to be problems with it. And it seems like they're producing more content than fixing bugs. And so there's some major bugs that haven't even been addressed since the launch of the game, that break my heart, because I love toys. Most of them are related to toys, and that's my field. And so I feel like that hits me worse because it's in my field. I know TV was saying the same thing, but it was interesting because I reached out to a bunch of content creators, and I'm like, hey, do you guys have any footage of major bugs that you want me to add into the video? And several of them were like, I've never really run into bugs. I'm like, what? You've never run into bugs? They're like, yeah, we don't do toys or giant builds. I'm like, okay, well, so if you guys don't want to run into major bugs, don't build large builds and don't make giant structures. Hey, July, welcome in. How was your weekend? And what did you have for supper last night, Jules? July. So, toys. Toys is my thing here. A long time ago, we actually did... I'm going to go through a couple of these that I wanted to just highlight. Yes, I would love to come back to Lego Fortnite, but they have to resolve some of the major issues, and I think I will point that out in the video when I release it. Just coming off the top of my head, Angry Moose, would be they need to address some of the more major lag. I understand that there's going to be a little bit of lag, which is fine, but if we can't defeat the main boss because there's so much lag, it kind of breaks the fun when you can't even defeat the, like, so say somebody dies during the end boss fight. Everybody's had this. You die, and then your buddy is still surviving, and he's beating up the bad guys, and as soon as you load back in, you cause a lag spike, which makes him die, and so then you're back there, but then when he respawns, then he jumps back in and then causes a lag spike, so then you die, and it's like a cycle. So if anybody dies during the Storm King fight, they pretty much are just out of the fight because coming back in would cause such a bad lag spike that they can't come back in. That's a major one. I've just run into randomly, like walking through the wilderness in a world that's not super developed with nothing around. I'll just have a major lag. Yes, Angry Moose, seat glitch. That would be the next one. So major lag spikes. They got to do something about that. I don't know what's causing it. And this is, I'm saying all this as a person that hasn't programmed Lego Fortnite. I have actually done in my past. There is a programming language. It's a simpler one. It's called Scratch. It's used more to teach kids how to program. And I have a basic understanding. I'm not a programmer. I have a basic understanding of how programming works, which makes me, I could tell you right now, toys have some of the more major issues because they're one of the most complicated things in the game. It's not just a placing blocks. You have a whole structure with all these parts that have to work together, and if they move, like they all have to move together, and when you log out and log back in, they have to move together, and when they go from certain sections of the world to another section of the world, they count as part of that one. If you're, yeah, there's a lot of coding, there's a lot of issues there's a lot of programming that goes with those. It's a really complicated code. If I looked at the code, I wouldn't be able to tell you how it works because it's really complex. And kudos to them to be able to make that. The fact that they can have thousands of, maybe not thousands of pieces, hundreds of pieces all stuck together is insane. Anyways, sorry, my list. What TV said, I found every glitch in Lego and it hurts my work. Yes. Rob says, me and Bud Buddy just keep trying to get back and forth with the Storm King, and the lag was still a mess. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, at bare minimum, the base core game loop should be fairly free of major bugs. But if the main boss of the game causes so much lag you can't enjoy it with your friends, it's really sad. Jedi Lorian, hello, are we listing problems with the game? Because I have one. When you take a bus station halfway across the map and the ground doesn't load. That's a problem. If you guys have any footage that you would want me to add in the video, I can't guarantee I'll add it, but I'll review it. And it needs to be a current bug. If you have any current bugs that you know of that cause you a lot of sadness when you're playing Lego Fortnite, you can send it to me. Send me the video. I would add you, and then if you want credit, I can leave you credit. But if you'd rather remain anonymous, I would love to let you remain anonymous, because I don't want to say something that and if you don't agree with it, but you have your name tagged to it, I don't want to associate you with me as I'm a sinking ship leaving Fortnite. So yeah, I'm really gonna miss you guys. And yeah, there's certain caves you should, yeah. So Rob, if you have footage of that, send that to me. Because they do listen. I have seen in my year of watching them develop the game, when we say something and we get passionate about something, they at least hear us out. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to take our suggestions or advice, but they hear us out. But unfortunately, it's not up to the developers to make that decision. It's up to like management. It's not their department. Anyways, but yes, if you guys still want to hang out with me, I will be joining next week and the weeks following. I will be joining. If somebody wants to drop a link to his channel, wow, my brain is shot already from the day. Give me a second. His name. I know this person. I've hung out with this person a lot. I've talked to this person for hours. I've spent time in his Minecraft server. Nocturnal Eclipse. If somebody wants to drop a link to Nocturnal Eclipse's channel, I will be playing Minecraft with Nocturnal Eclipse next week. And in the following weeks, he has a server that you are more than welcome to join. Let me catch up on chat. You guys are chatting a lot, which is great. I just have to actually pause talking to... So, Angerman says, it's kind of funny, because I just took a break from Fortnite. So my favorite wasn't working for a while because I played on Switch. Ooh, man, that's pretty bad. Angerman says, I played in Minecraft. Yes. Rob says, I will try to get some to see if I have some. Wookie said, you should try to return to Mora? and Mora, who's Mora? What's Mora? Jaded says, I just hope that I can come with you on your journey to Minecraft. Maybe I can host a world with some of my some mods for you. Yes, Nocturnal Eclipse. So Jaded, I have played. Oh, sweet, sweet. Thank you very much for dropping that link to Nocturnal Eclipse's channel. Haskins, welcome in, welcome in. How was your weekend, Haskins? And what are you most excited for this week, IRL? Jaded, I will be playing Bedrock. I will not be playing Java. I have played both Java and Bedrock Minecraft. And I'm thinking that I want to try to stick for right now to no mods. Unless it's absolutely necessary. And because I'll be playing on Bedrock, it's a little harder to do mods because Bedrock doesn't really do mods unless you have stuff from the item shop or whatever. They don't call it the item shop. They call it something else. I don't remember what it is. Yeah, so if you guys want to join me next week over on Nocturnal Eclipse's server, he does have to go in and manually enter your gamer tag so you can have access to the world. And we'll see how that goes. If we end up with too many people, I will throw some more money at the problem, see if we can get more people too. Sweet. I actually don't know if I prefer Bedrock or Minecraft or Bedrock or Java, but we'll talk more Minecraft later. Now I want to show you guys. I want to try to stay on ish track. I always get off track, but we'll try to stay on track. The point is. The point is of this stream here is I wanted to show you a bunch of the stuff that I've done over the last year. Some of my earlier stuff, I've always made some like toys. Toys are my main thing that I love to do. And everything started fairly simple, like this. Well, no, whoa! Shooting shots, saying Java does not suck. It's different. The redstone is. I don't like the redstone. And Dem's fighting words. Just kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, other cool things that I made here. Originally, I made this. Let me see. Do I have? The problem is, what I'll do is I'll build a version, and then I will break. I won't break it because I don't want to break it. I'll build another version which is slightly better, and then I'll build another version which is slightly worse, and then I'll go back to the original one and figure out how to make a really cool version. So that's why you'll see like a lot of copies. Oh, here we go. Here's nope, that's a modded version of it. Where is one of my first? I had one of my very first successful videos. Should be around here somewhere. Yep, I think it got flown off. I've had people come in here and just be like, yeah, you can fly whatever you want, and sometimes they stick around, sometimes they don't. Yes, Jedi Lorian, this is a pod racer. I don't know if this is the final version or if this is a different one. So what's cool with this one here is we can, this one is pretty insane. It's a pod racer. Let's fly it out of the complexity zone. We were challenged, last year around the Star Wars time, we were challenged to make, some Star Wars, pod racers. And this is what I came up with. Technically this is made out of free parts. So, it was a big pain to make. I've always found different steering options to be cool. What's cool about this pod racer? Well, first of all, it's cool because I made it, which makes me I'm slightly biased. Can you stop rolling away though? That's not cool. I was trying to show off how cool you are, and now you're rolling down the hill. Let me get onto a flat spot. No, you're good, Jade. I'm kind of messing with you. It's totally fine. You're more than welcome to hate on Java. Okay, so. What's kind of cool is this is built in mostly actually all-in-one orientation. This is built in, actually, I guess if I were to look at it like this. See, this is the orientation this was made in, just like this. So if you see, all the pieces are actually upright. So there's actually not really a bunch of like turning and flipping pieces. I just built the whole thing in the upright position and then fly it like that. What's cool with the pod racer here is we got this, it's balanced on these 2 balloons and 2 tires. What's cool, yes, it has 2 wheels underneath. Shh, Rob, we're not talking, it rolls, but nobody can see the tires, they're hidden. But here's why the tires are cool. What happens if you have a flying vehicle and you turn in the air, it just goes sideways. But because this thing runs on the ground most of the time, whenever I turn sideways, the tires have a bunch of traction and it helps it steer really fast. So we can turn corners. The other thing it does is it helps cut down on some of the noise. This thing gets, well, anything that runs across the ground gets really loud. But because it's on tires, it makes it slightly quieter. The other thing that I found interesting with this design here is we can go both forwards, backwards, left, and right with just 3 channels. This is before they added the 4th channel. I built this. So technically, I have a free channel. The way it's programmed here is, because I'm on PC, I actually play with my keys. My keys are really weird. I'll just show you. I'll just show you guys my key setup real quick. This is how screwed up. This is how screwed up my keys are. Okay, so what I've got set up here when I play, what I got here is I've got, like, if I want to move, this is my 2 steering. So if I want to turn left and right, I push these here. If I want to, like, you have your WSD for forward, for your regular just moving, I can move my pinky, my ring finger up to grab Q, which is channel 4 for, like, my balloons and stuff. And then for, I have shift set up for both sprint in game. So what'll happen is when you go to sprint, you would, like, push that key, and I do hold. But then I also set channel 3 to the same key, because if you're sprinting in a vehicle, it's the same thing as having jet boost. Then it's like boost or like crouch. Anyways, so yeah, it's weird. And then my swivel is set up between these two keys right here, because then I can just move my pinky down, and I can hit both of those to swivel right and left, because that lets me almost get like all the channels and still be able to steer. It lets me be able to drive and activate pretty much all the channels, other than generally you don't need to. Serto, welcome in! You're right, Jedi Lord. There are some wild vines. Jaded says, everyone is prone to their own opinion, but my opinion is opinion that sucks. But I don't judge others is if they agree sometimes. Yep, that's totally fine. Keep mine scary sometimes. Okay, but there's a reason why I have them that way. I could drive a vehicle and reach over and hit and use those same fingers that are, yeah. It makes sense to my brain, at least. Okay. At least you got, yeah, sweet. Thanks. Well, I'll fly here in a second. I'm going over my keybinds. I'm letting you guys make fun of my keybinds. Okay, the cool thing is, I think everybody that's on PC should do this. Whatever key you use for sprinting, you should assign, when you're assigning your toy channels, you should assign channel 3. You should assign channel 3 to your sprint button, because whenever you place a jet on anywhere, it is auto-assigned to channel 3, which means when you build, you want most of your jets to push you forward. You might have a couple steering jets, but most of your jets push you forward. So if you assign channel 3 to your sprint button, and all the jets automatically are on channel 3, then you can place all kinds of jets on your ship, and you don't have to change any of the channels. All you need to do is change the channels on the ones that are for turning, if you choose to use that. But there's some other cool designs that we've got that we don't even have to reassign the channels. If you guys follow, I've got a ship that's called the Scoot. It uses one swivel, and it uses one jet on that swivel for steering. And so if that one is already assigned to your sprint button, when you're on the ground and you go faster, you push the sprint button. When you're in a vehicle and you want to go faster, you push the sprint button. Okay, sorry. I got really passionate about my sprint button. That one is the one that makes the most sense. The reason that I chose for at least my keybinds with here is channel 4 is Q, is the only time you're going to use channel 4 is if you're in the driver's seat. And when you're in the driver's seat, you don't really open up your menu. Like, you're not going to open your... Oop, nope, sorry. You're not going to open your menu. Like, so if you push Q, that opens your menu, right? But you're not opening your menu if you're in the driver's seat, which means Q is unused when you're in the driver's seat, but it's a really, really convenient key right there next to your fingers. So, that's why it's assigned to channel 4. So yeah, here you go. Serto, as promised, the pod racer. It's been a while since I've flown this one, and we probably should keep it away from the complexity. Oh, oops, sorry. But we have reverse. Oh, I don't know how to drive this thing anymore. Yeah, I think this is actually the final one that I made. I made several of them, and this thing has way too hard of steering. Everybody that like tried to use it was like, "This is absolutely terrible. It steers way too fast." You can technically go like fly upwards and slightly backwards, but I'll get it turned around and we'll get it back here. Okay. So it turns really, really fast, but I like my ships to be really responsive. I was playing with Madbuck last night. It was last night or the night before? Yeah, I think it was just last night. I was playing with Madbuck, and he's like, "Hey, can you help me with the lag spike?" This area has become like, I didn't used to have lag. Oh no, stay on the ground, stay on the ground. Like, it's understandable as to why I have lag. I used to not have lag, but now I started to have lag. Anyways, TV says, "Hey Abide, want to help me make a mech that is made out of Star Wars vehicles?" At some point, not tonight. Okay, so that's a pod racer. I made that a long time ago and submitted that for one of our challenges. Can you be quiet over here? What are you doing? Oh, yeah, here's an older version of it. This one doesn't work as well. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this one doesn't even have tires on the bottom. This is an old version. Okay, and this one can't go backwards. This one can only go forwards. Oh, but this one only uses 2 channels. Okay, I gotta get here. Okay, Jay said, "Well, I'm gonna go for now. See ya on Minecraft next week. Bye, guys. See ya, Jaded. Little." Okay, back to these builds. You got me excited about these. Okay, so this is a very early version that I made. I used to make basically all my ships like this. And this is just a straight up solid design. You have channel for turning, and you have channel for going forward. This is before they gave us channel 4, so you couldn't turn off balloons. But this guy will cook, and can go pretty fast. Anyways, pretty sweet build. Ooh, we just ran into this guy. This one here is broken because balloon propulsion is broken. There's a video out about that one. This one here is a tricycle. Okay, my thought was, I don't know if you know this. Fun fact, power cells, which nobody seems to use, because why would you use power cells when you can use a jet ship that can go faster and can fly than something that can drive and only go on the ground and requires battery cells? Yeah, I don't use tires. I always just make flying vehicles. Anyways, vehicles, the power that's used is determined by the size of the tire. So small tires use less power than large tires, and the more tires you have uses more power. So technically, a unicycle would be the most fuel efficient. A bicycle or motorcycle would be a little less efficient. A tricycle would be even less efficient, but a tricycle is more efficient than a four-wheeler. Anyways, so I was trying to figure out how can I make the fastest, lightest, smallest tricycle. I never made a video for this one. I should have made a vehicle for this one. Unfortunately, they made the pieces lighter now, and so this doesn't drive very well because it doesn't stay on the ground very well. But this thing cooks, and it like uses so minimal stuff, except for like I was telling you, they changed the weight of the pieces. Everything's really light now. Oh, this other cool thing. This was made before they gave us the flipping option. So, say you flip it upside down. What's cool is you push your jet button, and it auto flips you back over. That was before, and that's why the switch is on the side, because you used to not have that as an option. I don't know, does anybody remember the days of having to flip your vehicles manually? You had to, like, put a balloon on the bottom that you would well, actually, no, you'd have to stick a balloon on the bottom to get it to flip over, or you'd have to push your vehicle over or ram something inside of it. I don't know if does anyone remember those days? Anybody remember those days? Those were those were the good old days. Back when everything hurt to do. I've messed with trying to make other really light ships. Like this one here is literally just made out of chests. It's indestructible. Serto would not well, Serto might remember this. I don't know if he was part of that conversation. I know that Sir Laughs a lot. So Lancelot, me, and Moonlighter were going to make a challenge that we never actually got around to doing. The challenge was that it was going to be called the One Balloon Challenge, or the Red Balloon Challenge. I think that's what we named it. And you were supposed to make a vehicle that had one balloon, and you were given like four small jets or two large ones. And this was before they gave us 4 channels. You only had 3 channels back in the day. Because I wanted to figure out what's the most efficient ship that you can make. And this is the one that I made. Yeah, so yeah, if you get 3 channels, the one channel can let you go up. This could let you go forward, and you could steer. This is like my, design for the challenge that we never got around to actually doing. So laughs a lot, even went so far as to get V-Bucks for the challenge. And we ended up not doing it because they gave us the 4th channel, which made it kind of irrelevant. Because then we're like, well, maybe... oh, and this was before swivels, too. We didn't have swivels yet. Swivels changed everything. I tried to make a combine. I kind of failed at making a combine. It's like a combine, and you can push the button. Oh, which button is it? Like... See, the idea was you could run up to trees and you could harvest trees with the combine. It did not work at all. The steering is so terrible in this thing. You couldn't steer. It was really dumb. This is my prototype, and it died at the prototype stage because it was so terrible. Oh, man. Okay, what other junk we got in this pile here? Oh, yeah, here is a slightly larger modified version of the... Yes, of course. Yeah, it was before activated balloons. This is a modification to the Scoot, which is one of the vehicles that I've made a tutorial for. But this one, instead of having a chest on the back, it has a second seat, and I tried making the thing a little bit larger because I've always erred on the side of making vehicles too small because I always try to push that envelope. My thought was the smaller it is, the lighter it is, the less jets you need, and the cheaper it is to make in most cases. So, but the problem is if you make something too small, it just goes flying off into the whatever. Yeah, you miss all the balloon glitches. I'm trying to think, is there any balloon glitches still? They've actually worked out most of the balloon glitches. You're right. I'm trying to think of a balloon glitch. Oh, there's still one balloon glitch. And I'll get to that later. Jedi Lorian, when I get to the mini Star Wars ships, ask me about balloon glitch, and I will show you a really cool thing that only sometimes works. Anyways, other vehicles. Oh, actually, this one here is a response to Kaboom. Kaboom made a vehicle called the Fat Boy, and in his video, he's like, "This is the smallest, narrowest ship. You can drive through almost anywhere." And I'm like, "Smallest, narrowest ship? I can make something smaller that has even better storage." So I mean, this is a dumb response. It literally has one balloon, so it's really light. You don't actually need all the jets because we were trying to do jousting with it later, where we were trying to run through rings in the sky and we're not succeeding at all. But this right here, what's 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What's 6? Somebody in chat, what's 6 times 15? It has that many storage slots, which is like larger than 2 grand chests or something. I don't remember. Auto harvesting propulsion had a super jump. Had super jumps. Rip. You still can get super jumps from balloons. If that's what you're talking about. So like if I walk up onto this thing right here and I jump, boop, you can still get a super jump. It's not quite as much as you used to be able to, but it's as high as 90. Yeah, so 90 slots. And how much does a grand chest have? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if when I made that, did they have grand chests originally? I'm not sure if they did. Anyways, yeah, so balloon propulsion still-ish works. Just not a regular balloon one. It brings tears to your eyes. 90. Sweet. Ha! Wookie, Sir Laughs will not beat you. Or at least that's how it showed up on my screen. Maybe you guys did it at the same time. Actually, I should check through these chests real quick. Is there anything special? Because we were, the other day, it was a while back. These are really, really old chests. 28. Let me look here. I'm gonna look for you. So yeah, they used to not have these chests. The grand chest used to be the largest chest when I made this thing. When I made this thing, grand chest was the largest one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, it only has 4 rows of 6. Where this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has like 4 grand chests worth of storage. I got into a kick phase where I would use these on everything. And then I actually started using them in-game. And found out they're really annoying to use. Because all your stuff is spread out over 1,000 little chests. And you're like, which chest has the food? Which chest has the food? I'm starving and I'm gonna die and I'm being attacked by a brute. I just need one more burger. Yeah, they're not very practical. I started putting a larger chest on the ships because it's not very practical to have a bunch of tiny chests. Okay, here's another one. Before I figured out that you could offset balloons, this was back in the day before everybody was doing like off-grid stuff. This is a really old ship that uses 1 balloon, because that was the whole thing that I was always trying to go for, is try to figure out how do I make a ship that only uses 1 balloon. So I always hated when you use a dynamic foundation, so you use one of these guys or literally anything has an even number of studs. The problem with an even number of studs is a balloon can't go between the studs, or we didn't think it could. So I built this fence ship right here, which has an odd number of studs wide, so that the ship doesn't fly slightly crooked. That bothered me a lot. And I don't know if this thing actually still works. But, does this one have up? No, this one doesn't have up. But yeah, this actually doesn't fly too bad. So yeah, I made this one, and it's kind of like a land speeder thing. Ooh. Except for I'm in a lag zone right now, so all these are not going to fly quite right. Yeah, this was built before we had 4 channels. This was built before we had swivels and activated balloons. Oh, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Very stable. Let me see. That's a, oh, let me show you guys this car. So they gave us activated balloons, and the very first thing that I did is I built this. Okay. We didn't have swivels yet, I don't think. All we had, did we get activated balloons before we got swivels? Yeah, day 1, they're like, here is activated balloons. And I'm like, this is what I'm building. Anybody remember, or did anybody in chat have one of those cars growing up? Either a remote control or you just pushed it and turned it on and it would drive. It was like a race car driver. And it would hit the wall and it would drive up the wall. It would flip over, and when it would land, it was double-sided. So the guy's head would hit the ground and pop up, and then another guy's head would show up on top. This was like a different race car on the bottom, and it'd drive till it hit a wall and flip over, and it'd be a different race car, and it'd keep flipping back over, back and forth. That was my thought. Because I'm like, as you're driving, oh no, I didn't bring enough power cells. I ran out of fuel. So what I have to do is push, boop, not that key. Boop, not that key. Boop, not that key. Which one is it? There's one of these. There we go. You can push a button. You got swivels with lost tiles. Okay, so you push the button whenever you run out of power, and then you can literally fly. I don't know why being upside down is more advantageous than being right side up. But you can fly your car. When you get to your destination, just turn off the balloons. And then you can push the F button to flip it over. And then you can go about your business when you have more power cells. Yeah, so I don't really know the practical reason for it. That's why it didn't go beyond the concept stage. But it's a fully functioning upside-down flying car vehicle thing. Why? I don't really know. There we go. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. Oh, actually, here's a cool fact. This platform right here, this platform is one of my very first videos. I built the rock crawler. The rock crawler tutorial was filmed on this platform a year ago. I believe. I'm pretty sure. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was filmed on this platform. You can look back in the video and look, see, are these little checkerboard pattern pieces. I'm pretty sure it was filmed on this platform. Because later on I expanded and I added this platform because I wanted more room and ended up not using it so much. And then later on I got bored of that one, and so I built a whole shed over here that I found out I like to just build in the open. I don't build in sheds. You can't contain me. I'm an arborist. I climb trees for a living. I don't go in sheds. But I was trying to build a really cool hangar bay because I was going to put all my vehicles inside. But it turned out that it was better to just store them outside because I couldn't drive them good enough to actually get them in the slots. So they sat out there now. But I came up with this really cool sparkly idea. It just has the builds below it. This is before we had Lost Isle. So we didn't have the sparklies from Lost Isle. I did not see anybody else do this. I have since found out a lot of people have done this. Or you start a build, you cancel the build. Well, you don't cancel the build, you just stop building. And then it still has those cool sparkly things. And I put them underneath the platform. So TV says, I call it making a good idea, but running it. It rhymes with grug. Oh. You're funny. Yeah, I actually got, I think, Rooster and Sir Laughsalot. Did Rooster and Sir Laughsalot come in here and make this? This definitely is a Rooster build. I'm pretty sure this one was Rooster. We came in here to decorate some of this. This one is a Rooster build. He built a tree puller a long time ago. And yeah, so this is Rooster's work. Pretty sick. You know it's Rooster's build when there's underlighting. If there's underlighting on the car, it's Rooster's build. I'm just saying. The man likes his lighting. And this is how I do my builds. No lighting. Oh, hey, actually, oh no, this one, I don't know if this one's mine. I think this was another flip car design that ended up not working very well. Yeah, Rooster! Hey, he's still here. Sweet. I'm gonna sleep again. Actually, let's find a random bed. Oh yeah, so there's this random glitch where the parts like shift over. So we're gonna sleep in this random bed that goes on this one. Okay, so the next thing that I ran into at one point, after I had done most of the things you see here, is I was trying to build, because I realized that tires and vehicles was not the thing. Actually, here is the rock crawler right here. Boo. Yeah, here's an example of the rock crawler. This one's a slightly modified version. This one's got a hitch because we were using it to pull a sled at one point. Actually, Nocturnal was here for that. Can you get off of the other ship, please? I wanted to show the people this one. Oh, actually, there's a short on that one. That one's called the shopping cart. I found out about directional building. I may have taken it too far. Because I was also trying to come up with a new way of flying. My thought was, you could have a jet at the bottom that would push you up. But if it was not in the center, it was off to the side, then not only could, because this is before we had 4 channels, we only had 3 channels. We only had 3 channels at this point. I wanted to use the 3 channels, but I wanted to be able to go up, I wanted to be able to steer, and I wanted to be able to go forward. But those don't give you those options. So my thought was, if I have 2 jets on the bottom that are offset, what'll happen is as you activate that, it will pull you up, but it will also rotate you. And if it's slightly forward, the idea was that it would steer you in a corner, so you could actually take circles, you could do a spiral, so you could turn. But if you activated both of them, it would let you go up. That was my theory. That was my thought. It kind of works, but not very well. And I never got that whole design concept to work very well. Oh, awesome. Okay, so this right here, this is, well, the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to try to make, like, the fastest, lightest, cheapest vehicle. This is built out of Frostpine because back in the day, y'all know, Frostpine was the strongest material. And this one has, why is there no mechs in your world? Because I don't build mechs. I build vehicles. Because mechs are really cool, but they don't have a purpose. And my thought was, I want to be able to travel around my world. And so I gotta build that. Mechs is not my thing. Vehicles is my thing. There's a Star Destroyer. Does that count for a mech? No, not really. Okay, we'll get to the Star Destroyer later. That happened later. Anyways, so I want to build something really, really fast. Oh, the beds. There was a bed on here on the front. Let me move, because I needed a counterweight balance. I also, for a while, I was, beds have, I'm getting so excited that I keep forgetting what I'm saying. Anyways, so, beds, I think, are maybe still a little bit bugged. My thought was, as you travel around your world, if you always have a bed, you can always set your spawn point so your spawn point follows you. So if you die, you get put at your last. You're right, TV. They are fun. I find them frustrating though. Whereas toys, I can just blow it up and it's not as much work because this doesn't take as long to make as a mech. I don't have patience for a mech. This is about my patience level. it ends in about 5 minutes, and then I get distracted with something else. Like, this was almost too big for me to make. That's why there's not a second one also, because I kind of got bored of making a thing that was really kind of pointless that I couldn't work on the first time. Anyways, so this one here doesn't have any balloons and is supposed to be a land speeder, and it is extremely fast. How's this for why people want tires? I don't know, because you could have this thing which can go super fast. Oh my goodness. Woohoo, buddy. This might be this may be one of the fastest vehicles still, honestly. But I was trying to figure out how to be able to make it fast too, because it's not just about how fast it travels. You have to count how long it takes to make, because if something takes a long time to make, people aren't going to make it. But yeah, that travels really fast, and then because this bed specifically, oh man, this is a really laggy area. Because this bed has that like arch piece, if this thing rolls over, it does a pretty good job of rolling over and landing on the flat side down. And of course, it has these little pieces of storage on the back, so you technically still have 12 slots of storage, which is cool, in my opinion. Which I'm right, because it's my opinion. Anyways, what is? I didn't build that. I don't know who built that. Actually, no, I did build that. Maybe? I'm not sure. I might have built that. Oh. I might have made that. I don't even remember making this thing. But it looks like something I would make. I don't even know what that is. I don't remember making that. But it's cool. Traction is kind of nice. Yes. Traction. Well, you don't need traction. You just need speed. Okay, so later on they made this is a video that didn't get finished. Actually, we'll get to that one. I'm trying to do ish in order of how I made these things. There's a video from this. This is a sombrero vehicle. It doesn't steer very well at all. It like turns so stinking slow, both on the ground and in the air. So it's not really actually fun to drive. But I have a sombrero vehicle, flying and driving vehicle. That video is hilarious. If you haven't seen the sombrero video, it's worth a watch. I laughed so hard as Rooster actually joined me, and he drove it around as I filmed. And I'm just there laughing at him, trying to make the corners. That was fun. That was a very fun day, hanging out with Rooster. Rooster's a great guy. Okay, next vehicle here. This one is, they finally gave us 4 channels. Yeah, because there's activated balloons on this. So they gave, I think, yeah. They gave us 4 vehicles. Oh, well, four channels. They gave us activated balloons. They had not given us swivels yet. I literally was going to release the tutorial for this. This build right here. This is possibly the best small non-swivel vehicle. It doesn't take long to make. And it flies and drives, well, it flies very beautifully. It is tailored to where it will, if you get out of it with only one balloon activated, it will float all the way down to sea level, which means anywhere you get out of it, as long as you deactivate the balloons, it will come to the ground very slowly. So you can activate the balloons to get at the altitude, turn off the balloons. You could just cruise at an altitude for quite a while. It is designed with a marker to mark where your stuff is. That's what all these chests are. These chests are all that ship in particular. It's got a marker on there so you won't lose your vehicle, because that was the thing that they just came out with. It has 3 grand stashes of storage, and is just insane. Let me see. I built a couple other different designs. Like, instead of having 3 chests, you could switch it out for an extra seat on the back, because everybody needs a bathtub on the back of their ship. That was an option. There's another one that's got like a bunch of seats. Let me see. Oh yeah, here we go. Like this one here, if you want to bring your whole squad with you, everybody could jump in right on the back of this thing, which is pretty cool. This one's actually a little bit faster because it's got that extra large jet. But yeah, so you can go up in the air and you can cruise. It's got a decent speed to it. And then because those are reverse steering jets, that lets you go up and down, backwards. If you push the 2 channels, you can go backwards, or you can steer. You can almost literally like turn in place, almost. If I was really good, I could almost like turn in place, but I'm not quite that good. Anyways, there's a really good video out there that's not finished. I should finish this filter, but then they gave us swivels, and swivels completely changed how vehicles were made, which kind of made this obsolete. But there's a really cool video that that one actually is like almost finished. I filmed. What is wrong with that cow? Does anybody see that? What is wrong with those cows? Somebody please tell me you're seeing this. What is on that cow's head? I feel like if I'm gonna go over there, it would disappear. So I'm gonna grab a binocular. Where's the spyglass? I don't even know what menu the spyglass is under. Oh, here we go. What is up with that? What is going on? Does anybody else see this weird? What is on that cow's head? It is a mad cow. What? What is on that cow's head? What is on that cow's head? It's like if I pet it, does it go away? I'm sorry. What is This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why I am leaving Lego Fortnite. Because we have very strange things happening. I don't know. If I go farther away, do they get more complete? What? I'm trying to figure out what it is. Like, it's... Well, is it... I don't know what it's supposed to be, Wookie. Are they working on a new cow model? And we're getting a sneak peek of the cow model? Or is it just a screwed up? Because it almost looks like... Correct me if I'm wrong. It almost looks like they're trying to make a triceratops. Like, you know those dinosaurs that have like a really big like head thingy, but and they got like two horns. It almost kind of looks like that. I don't know, man. Probably complexity over here. This world is fairly old, and I don't know. Squishy says, I abide. Congratulations on 1 year. Thank you for all the knowledge and fun you have bestowed upon us. The scoot changed my little Lego life. That's awesome. Thank you, Squishy. I'm glad that that it's worked well for you. I actually was putting together a video, still am putting together a video, of a bunch of game glitches, and I went back to find a couple glitches that I knew existed, and they have since removed them, or made them better. One of them would be, if you have a really small vehicle, like the scoot that you're talking about, this is why I came up. Anyways, and you drop it out of the sky, so it's falling. It used to be that when you activated the balloon, it would reverse your fall momentum. So instead of like slowing your descent, it would just bounce you really, really hard. It was terrible. Yeah, you think it's just the modeler glitch, so the polygons are going everywhere. Yeah, you're probably right. Are they fixed? Hey, look. The cows are no longer possessed by polygons. Anyways, so this is this area. Let's move on. We'll keep things rolling. We'll keep things moving. I filmed, or I was gonna film a short video about that speeder. Well, the pod racer, and we even set up a track to do that, and we recorded some footage. Long Tom and I, but we won't go over there. That's the only thing that's over there. Let me see if there's anything else in here. I was really proud of myself. Oh, that's a weird vehicle. Oh yeah, this is a balloon propulsion vehicle, because it would hit that frost pine, it would move it forward. So apparently some people did make TIE fighters right off the bat, but I was really proud of myself. This is when I first started getting into directional building, and I built this. And I was really proud of myself, and I was really proud of myself because I came up with it on my own. I hadn't seen a video for it, and then I told Mad Puck, I'm like, dude, I built this really cool TIE fighter. He's like, yeah, a bunch of people already did that. I'm like, oh, okay, I was excited about it. So I built my own TIE fighter independently by myself, and I didn't have any help. I'm special. Yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. And my thought was I was gonna set this area up to be like my runway, so then you could get in your plane, you could take off and fly off into the distance. But I never use it because I don't keep my planes over here. Because I can't land them on this tiny little pad because I'm not that good of a driver. Yes, Squishy, they did change the balloons bounce with a scoot. So it's not near as bad. It still does bounce a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. That was one of the major things that I was going to point out, but they fixed it. Or, I'll hop on this one right now. I built a scoot. I literally built this one so I could record. And it's stuck to the ground right now. I don't know why. It should not be... Why are we stuck to the ground? It's magneticized to the ground. Okay, I should be able to get off the ground. You can get these off the ground by spiraling them. I guess my Lego dude ate too much for supper. This is really weird. It's heavier than it's supposed to be. This thing will actually fly by itself. It will almost fly it will fly over that ice wall so you can get up top there, and it almost flies on top of the floating islands and Lost Isles. And if you actually spiral it, you can sometimes get it to spiral almost high enough, or if you hit the geysers, you can get it up there. So this vehicle can literally go anywhere. Except for this one right now, for some reason, it's heavier than it's supposed to be. I think it was TV. Yeah, I should, Joshua, I'll try that, Joshua. Hey! Joshua! You're a smart person! Very smart man. Okay, so if you spiral, it helps you aim your jet up, so you can get a little bit extra height if you really were like, just need just a little extra height. Okay, so, now if I deactivate this and fall, it used to be that it would bounce you really hard. See, it still does bounce you a little bit, but nowhere near, it used to like bounce you insanely crazy. It's still a little bit, but nowhere near as bad. So they have improved that. They have made that better. I don't know when that change was made. It was made sometime since I released the Scoot, because I used it for a while, and I would get really annoyed because you'd turn off that balloon and you'd fall, and then you just bounce so hard you'd be flipping upside down and you're worried about breaking your whole ship. So they made it better. Lego is working on some of these major issues. Sorry, upside down. What about me? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, TV. I'll throw you some. I'll throw you some praise later. Let me see. Okay. We got. Before we move on, the very first thing that I started a year ago, I wanted to build a ship that I could fly around, but I wanted to have a flying base. That was my idea. I wanted to have a flying base. And so I've spent a lot of time making flying bases. I've never released a video about this, and I've never really been successful. And I never really, now that they added bus stations, you don't really need flying bases because you can fly to anywhere in the world with a bus station. But before flying bases, my thought was, before bus stations, my thought was I can have a flying base. Also, you used to be able to sleep in beds upside down, but they changed that, so you can no longer do that. And I was mad at myself because I broke it when it was like assigned to me, so you used to be able to see that it actually used to work. Anyways, so I made a base that you could literally fly around. This is an older model, so it's not as good as some of the newer designs, but I never finished in the new designs. I don't even know what channels everything's assigned to. Okay, the channel, that one goes that way. Oh yeah, this is when we only had 3 channels. So channel 3 is go up, and channel 1 and 2 is go left and right. Left and right / if you do both at the same time, it goes forward. So yeah, it's a flying base. There we go. But then my thought is every time you park a base, it's really annoying when it's not level. So originally I was like, if you have 3 points of contact, they will always sit and it won't rock back and forth, because if you have 4, it's like a table. Has anybody sat at a McDonald's? Okay, funny story for you. Funny story. So, as kids, we were at the stage that we thought farting was funny. I still find farting hilarious. But me and my brother were sitting at McDonald's. And I don't know, we're sitting at McDonald's. And I don't know if you remember the old McDonald's chairs. They were booths, and they were back to back. So the booth behind you was using the same chair as you, kind of. So me and my brother were sitting down, and we're just tiny little kids. And this guy that was a little bit bigger, he sat down on, hey, Nocturnal, welcome in. I'm telling a funny story. I'm telling a fat guy story. Okay, he probably wasn't fat. We were just super tiny, scrawny kids. And we were sitting on one side of this. Booth. And he comes in and sits down on the other side of the booth. And both of us flew up because we were lighter. Our combined weight was lighter than him. The reason I tell you this story is because if you have a base with more than 3 legs and you walk from one corner of the base to the other, the whole thing could rock or shift. Or if you have a fat Lego friend and he comes onto your base, he's going to tip your base over. Honestly, we were kids. We about died laughing because once he sat down, we both looked at each other. And then as soon as we got outside, we just busted out laughing. And honestly, looking back, I'm sure he probably was just an average rate dude, but we were just kids. And the whole fact that he sat down and it rocked, yeah, we found that hilarious. Looking back, honestly, it's not really that funny now that I tell the story, but it was really funny as kids. Okay, so I was making a tripod base because it would make it more level, more stable. If you separate the legs, the farther you go apart, theoretically, it should be more level-ish. But then my next thought was, instead of having 3, we could do 2. Because you can do 2, just like, I think this one here has 2. Because the balloons keep it upright, so it can literally sit on 2, which means you could make it slightly more level. And then I'm like, why not take it one step further? Why not make a monopod base? So I took it to the next level, where it literally sits on one single point. It's a micro base. You could build this early game. It literally uses one balloon, and you would have a monopod base that you could fly around. I don't know if I actually finished this one and added jets to it. Yeah, I didn't finish this one. It doesn't go up. Well, anyways, the concept is there, but I was trying to figure out what do you use for the monopod. I tried like this lamp worked pretty good because it needs to be high enough that if you're on a hill, it would auto self-level. Because what happened is when the structure touches the ground, whatever piece touches the ground, it starts supporting the weight. And it's kind of like if you have a balloon that starts deflating, it will go down until the string touches the ground, and then it will stop. Because the string's weight is what's pulling the balloon down. And it will stay perfectly upright. Because the balloon's wanting up, but the string's wanting down. So the balloon wants up in this case, and the whole weight of the ship wants down, and so it'll just rest on a point, and it will balance. And it should theoretically, if the balloon's in the center of the mass, it should be straight upright. Except for this one's too heavy, and so it just tilts off to the side. So that's floating bases. I was just messing around with my cousin. This right here is a really dumb build. Oh my goodness, I forgot there's cannons on the front of this one. So you could turn and you can go forward. You could have yourself a huge flying thing. I don't know. I threw this together and it's pretty dumb, but it's kind of cool. And it has cannons on the front, and I'm gonna shoot something accidentally when I go down to the ground. But yeah, it can fly. It's got those cool spinny things. Okay, we'll turn off the balloons and go down. Hopefully I didn't shoot anything important. Yeah, we got in cannon wars. Me and my cousin, he logged in. He doesn't really play very often. And I'm like, hey, we're gonna set up some cannons and we're gonna shoot at each other and see whose vehicle can last longer. Okay. Nocturnal says, I am back at high school right now. LOL. Yeah, you're. Did that happen, Nocturnal? When you were in school, did you guys ever have seats, multiple seats, where if one person would sit down, the other person went up or anything? Or back in high school, did you guys have metal chairs that had 4 legs, but they never sat just right? So you'd be sitting and you go like rock, 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 and at least my ADHD brain, I would just sit there going back and forth like because I could and it was annoying me, but I would still do it. Okay, here's a flying toilet plunger. After I made a short about it and posted it in my build show off in the Discord. I never made a video about it, but it's a fully functioning flying toilet plunger in honor of my toilet, which died, which made me really sad. But it's a flying toilet plunger because my toilet got destroyed in Craftopia 4, and I got really sad. So I really should have probably made a toilet. I probably should have made a tutorial for this because it would be cool. But I don't know who in here would actually build a flying toilet plunger. Exactly. Nobody's gonna make a giant flying toilet plunger. I would make a giant flying toilet plunger. Yeah, proof right there. Let me see. Okay, this is a skibbity toilet. Okay, so here's a science vessel that I made. Haskins started doing stuff with some zero-G. I'm not actually going to take this off because it would take too long because I have to take it off and then I have to put it back on the ground and I have to weight it down. Because what happens if you bend a swivel, this is the swivel connection. If you bend a swivel, it actually causes the whole thing to move. Nocturnal Eclipse says, yeah, they had plastic pieces on the four corners of the legs and there was always one or two missing. Yeah. Well, here you go, Wookie. I'll real quick show you. I don't have a tutorial for it, but I'll real quick show you how it works. There is a bunch of jets and balloons in the stem, going all the way up here. And then the steering jets are in the very end. Yeah, I always got yelled at church for doing that, too. Oh, Bram Ritter! You kind of want a flying toilet plunger? Well, you'll have to come in here and see it sometime. Anyways, so it's got balloons here as ballast in the bottom to help lift that bottom up. Because what it'll do is, if you put it in fly mode, it turns off the balloons in the front and turns on the balloons right here. And if you put it in standing mode, it turns off the balloons back here and turns on the ones over there. So that way it will stand up or lay down. And then it's got some jets. It doesn't actually have any jets down here. All the jets are like end to end in here, with the steering jets in the front and the ballast balloons in the middle. And these two right here, because I couldn't get them all in. But yeah, so it's a flying toilet plunger. And it actually flies pretty good, honestly. Okay, we'll put it back. Science vessel. I was trying to push my abilities, both in structure and just kind of cool. The plan with this one was to get better at technical building and apply it to this ship. And then ADHD brain, I worked on other things. But it's a cool science ship. I'm not going to take it off into the sky, but I will show you what it does. Well, here we go. I'll turn it like this and show you. I'm not going to leave the ground, though. But, so what's cool is... Ooh, let's not run into a tree completely. So, yeah. So those pieces rotate as it flies, which is really cool. It's the zero gravity stuff that Haskins really kind of pioneered. That's close. I about broke that piece. That would have been really exciting. The problem is because I'm bending that swivel, it wants to move, and it will fly away from me and never stop if I don't slay it stuck on the ground. Okay, I think we're about done in this area. I've only got a couple other things I want to show you in this world. I've got some other stuff scattered everywhere, but we won't go over that stuff. This is part of a video that I did about launch pads. I did this really cool video about launch pads. Well, actually, yeah, so I did this really cool video talking about launch pads, and they can only make you go, like, really short. And then they, literally right after I released that video, they're like, yeah, and now launch pads can go just as high as balloons. Which I was slightly salty about. Oh, yeah, there's a Star Destroyer. Boop. In the sky. I've always tried to make Star Destroyers. And I have never fully made one that's made me happy. This one's functional. It's got, like, interior. You could, like, put some stuff in here. And it's got, like, slope pieces. Fun fact. I haven't decided when or how I'm going to do it. But there's actually a video. The very first video that I uploaded to my channel is private. It only has one view. There's one view. And it's a Star Destroyer. It's a Star Destroyer I made a year ago, pretty much. Yeah, it actually would have been a year ago. I made a Star Destroyer, and I uploaded it to my channel, but it's a private video because I was just trying to post to see if I actually could post a video. And at some point, somewhere, I'm not going to tell you guys when, in one of the descriptions of my videos, there will be a link to that video. I actually try to hide small Easter eggs in the description of most of my videos. There's small Easter eggs in the descriptions. As in, most people, I'm pretty sure like everybody missed it. If you go check out the description of the X-Wing that I posted, there is some comedy in there. Instead of just linking everybody's channels, the 6 people that I put in there, I put a small bio for all of them and how they were involved with the thing. It's just dumb comedy. But if you get a chance, you should go back and read through some of those, because I spent a little bit of time, and they are mostly true, but also comedic. So yeah, I try to throw a little bit of comedy in the description of a lot of the videos. Going back quite a ways, or like I left at one point, I left a note to my my sister actually has helped me. Hey Angie, welcome in. How are you doing? Hey, Parameter Reddit. That's awesome. I need to do more with those. At some point I'm gonna like just drop a V-Bucks card code in there. I'm gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna take and put that link to that video somewhere. I thought if I ever released a video about a starter destroyer, I would secretly also drop the link to the very first one that I ever, like, very first video I ever posted, but I haven't done that yet. Okay, let's fly to 2 more locations in this world, and then we'll go look at the next one, because I don't want to take up all the time in this world. Though this is probably the most impressive world that I have, just because I just built all my junk in here. When they gave us bus stations, we built this section over here, because we were testing. I think it was Rooster and I were testing to see how, like, where does the bus come from, and can we build a base really high in the sky? So we started doing testing there, which is actually kind of cool, because it was actually came in use. Yeah, nobody reads the description. That's partly, it's like a hidden comic book that I just like posting. Anyways, yeah, I don't read descriptions like ever. Though I actually started reading descriptions a little bit more, and I've started reading comments more on people's videos. But so right here is actually where we were doing bus station testing, and I was able to help Moxie Man, because he was trying to figure out where to put some of his. He's got a really cool video about bus stations, and you can put like a launch pad at all the points, or all 6 points, or you could put one in the center to where you would jump out and you immediately get launched to the ground. Has anybody in here played Helldivers 2? I played Helldivers 2 with my brother, and like you start out the match by you get in a launch tube, and they literally launch you back to Earth, well, or to the planet that you're supposed to fight, which is a really, really great loading screen. It's one of my favorite loading screens, because they're playing epic music as you're hurtling through the sky with your whole squad, and you're gonna smash into the Earth. It's really cool loading screen. And it's literally just the loading screen, but it sets the mood for the level. Anyways, sorry, get distracted. I never do that. So we'll go over here real quick. Well, this will be just a quick stop, and then we'll move on. We'll move on. Oh, Brandvitter, I'm doing my part. So you have played Helldivers 2, or you've seen a bunch of the memes. Okay. So the vehicle that I was showing you guys earlier was the one where it was like before we had swivels. I had maybe a couple versions of the ship as I was trying to fine tune it. These are all the discarded versions, and then there's the other ones that actually were good. I flew over to that main area as just extra ones. Though I guess this one didn't get moved over there. Oh yeah, because this one was just an extra 1 seat, and this one has the seats all facing inward. Why, I don't know, but it's kind of like a dump truck was my idea. So yeah, that one video never got released. Let me see. This spot here doesn't have anything interesting. This is just me doing some testing with at sea level, because if you guys ever making ships or flying ships, I recommend that you build them at sea level, because when you design a flying ship, you want it to be able to fall out of the sky and always get to the ground. Is anybody in here? Show of hands, or just type 1 in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you have ever had a flying ship that you got out of the ship and you fell to earth and you looked up and you stared up at your vehicle and then checked your inventory and realized you had no wood. So you couldn't build a giant staircase to go all the way up there to get that. Anybody ever had that? Type 1 in the chat. If you literally stared up at your ship realizing you have no wood. So, whenever I build ships, I design them to where if you turn off the balloons, if you don't turn off the balloons, you're screwed. One parameter's like, well, no, spam it. This is how many times parameter has done this. So, whenever I design a vehicle, I try to design it keeping in mind that at sea, like if you deactivate the balloons, it will at least fall to sea level. So anywhere in your world, because there's no place that's lower than sea level unless you're going into caves and stuff, which is Wookiee's like absolutely not. Liar. Call him out, Bram Ritter. Call him out. Let me see. Actually, here, real quick. This is kind of cool. You can't do this anymore. You used to be able to stick balloons on these chests, and I made this really cool video. It got a ton of views really quickly, and just kept raking in views. This was one of my speeders, and I legitimately, like, this is my first video that seriously took off. And then they updated the game, and you could no longer build it. But it was like only one little thing, and so I'm like put a footnote, and then there was several other things that they changed which made the build not feasible. But this right here was one of my first banger videos. I took it down for a while, but it's back up now. But after I took it down and re-uploaded it, it stopped doing good. Cause I'm not sure exactly why the algorithm. As soon as I pulled it down and then put it back up. Ramritter, you have a motorcycle incident. You gotta tell us. Tell us about this motorcycle incident. At one point, before I was a Craftopia key holder, I made a pirate ship. Does anybody remember the Lucky Llama video that I posted? It's the Lucky Llama! Anyways, it's actually still somewhere around here. It should be... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's the Lucky Llama. There's a video about this. This ship right here. I made this a long time ago. Was really proud of it. And I want to make a video about it. Bangmano! Welcome in! How are you doing, sir? How you doing? And... Or ma'am, I don't know. I apologize for assuming your gender. How are you doing? And how was your weekend? And did you do anything exciting? Anyways, so we built some ships, and I got the Mad Puck in here. We got Haskins. He popped in. We actually had several other people that they jumped in to just be extra pirates, and we literally had a pirate battle on the ship, and we filmed Pirates of Craftopia right here. Oh yes, Lego Moxie. I was just talking about you. Sir. Well, 10 minutes ago? I don't know. Time's flying. I'm really enjoying showing you guys all this stuff. It's already 8 o'clock. Oh no, I don't know if we're going to get through all this stuff. Anyways, so we filmed Pirates of Craftopia right here. The problem is if you're in the ocean, it just rains. Non-stop. So I had to like do it right on the edge where it doesn't technically rain. So it would stop raining. Or you got to be over here and it stops raining. Or maybe they changed that. Or maybe it's just raining here too. I don't know. But we built 2 of those ships. We built one here. We built one there. And we built like a holdover here to blow up. To film 3 different sections. And we blew up the ship. It was one of my favorite things to film and record. How was your weekend, Lego Moxie? And you got what video are you working on next? I'm curious. If you want to drop us a little hint. Yeah, so we filmed Pirates of Craftopia here. This is just literally a mock ship that was built for it. That's the only cool ship here. Let me show you one more thing in this world, and then we move on to the next one. Actually, who is claimed by other players? Oh yeah, it doesn't show you the names. That's sad. I was like, well, who actually was here helping with this? And I wish they would still let you see those things. Okay, let's go over. We got one more spot that I want to show you, and then I'll probably go to the next world. Let me show you this. So, a while back, during last summer, they did a summer challenge where they were gonna Hey, Cyan! How's it going? What'd you do this weekend, Cyan? How's your day today, and how was your weekend? And did you do anything exciting? So, they gave us a bunch of categories for the summer event challenge, and I looked at all the categories, and I came up with one item, one thing that fit all. Like one of them was like a summer camp. I don't remember all the categories. It was like a summer camp, do a cool trick, build something. There was like 6 different categories, and I thought really, really hard, and I figured out something that would fit all of those categories. There's actually a short video about that one. You can actually go back and find that somewhere. I'm pretty sure I posted that. I think I posted that. Yeah, it's Donut Mini Golf. Oh yeah, it's Big Donut Mini Golf. Okay, yeah, Haskins, thank you. I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Thank you. You have a great night and enjoy time with your family or sleeping. Sleeping is also good. Lego Moxie said life is great. Planetarium gift shop and not another circle building. Okay, it's a circle. Wait, you're building a circle? Okay, I'm curious. I'm really curious. Now you got me curious, Moxie. I can't wait for your next video. I built a thing that fit all their categories because I didn't have time to make something for every category, so I just made one thing that fit every category. So I made this giant donut for giant donut mini golf. And because this is Kaz. I don't know if somebody else posted it before Kaz, but Kaz started doing for a while. He was doing the like throw the torch for mini golf. So I made literally a floating dynamic structure that you could play mini golf on. But what ended up happening is as soon as I broke it free, I started getting that glitch where everything completely starts separating. So if you see like there's this gap right here, like it got even worse than this. We reconstructed most of it to try to fix it. All these pieces used to stick together really well. Sam says that was great. So how did the interruption? That was so great. How you interrupted the story to say hi to get just set up OBS for stream. Awesome. I've been a little bit sad yesterday because I was realizing this is my last Lego Fortnite stream. I have one more Lego Fortnite video that I want to post, and then I will be switching to Minecraft content until some of the major issues get resolved, some of the major bugs. If they get resolved, I would love to come back. This is probably my favorite game of all time. Most of the bugs in the game are either lag or related to toys or like dynamic objects, and dynamic objects is my thing. And there's just enough bugs that it causes frustration. Where I have all these really cool ideas, and I'm like, it's kind of like if you're riding your bike really, really fast down a hill, and you get all so excited, the wind's in your hair, you got the adrenaline running through your veins, and then the chain pops off, and you wipe out really hard. That's what happens to me every time I log into Lego or Fortnite right now. I love the game. I log in, I'm doing something, and it just catastrophically fails. And I get really sad. Anyways, enough on depressing stuff. Oh no, you're having Lego build separation anxiety. Yes, having separation. Yeah, I'm already having separation anxiety. I'm feeling sad, but I'm also getting really excited. There's some things that I'm wanting to do that are going to be really cool. Here's what's really cool about this mini golf. We can do, we can flip this thing. The entire thing can come out of the water. This entire thing can come out of the water. Just tell us the truth. It makes you want to say, just tell us the truth. It makes you want to say nasty words and things. Let me see. What channels are all these assigned to? I don't honestly remember. So if I push, oh no, not that one. Not that one. There we go. That's why I'm calling all the pieces separating B. Separating B. Yeah. Science says, "Oh, sorry to hear about it. I also have been looking into streaming other games so they give us more content or fix the existing content." Yeah. So I've really enjoyed Minecraft. I played a lot of Minecraft. I literally got this gaming laptop that I'm on currently for Christmas. My wife gave it to me. So that way I could play modded Minecraft. I played a bunch of Java. I played Bedrock for 2 years, pretty much straight. That was literally like the only game on my laptop for 2 years. And then I switched from that to Lego Fortnite when it dropped. There was a Minecrafter by the name of Echo Soldier, and he played a little bit of Lego Fortnite, and I thought, like, that's really cool. I love Legos, and I love sandbox games, and so like Lego Fortnite is for me. That's the dream. That's the dream mashup, and they did a really good job with it. Rub says I've even started streaming BR other than RoboCraze. Yeah. I think there's a lot of people that are currently frustrated with it's both a lack of content and some major issues with bugs. I want to say though that either we can ask them to give us new content, or we can ask them to fix the bugs. They don't have enough staff. They have a smaller development team. They don't have enough people to fix all the major bugs and continue to push content the way they've been pushing it. So we got to decide, do we want, well, either we need to tell them you need to hire more employees, or they need to either focus more on fixing bugs or giving us new content, because they can't, the development team just can't. They can't do it all. And for me, I would say, well, the problem is if they stop making content, so yeah, here you go. It's literally an entire floating donut that's double-sided. It's probably actually going to crash off the bottom because I shouldn't have set it down that hard. But it's double-sided, so you could literally play the one side, and then you'd flip the whole donut over, and you play the other side of this giant, well, it's big donut mini golf, because the course isn't that huge. But my thought was it'd be really cool to bring people in, and then you'd be like, hey, let's play mini golf, and oh, small surprise, this whole thing flips over so we can play the other side. Now I understand that this one here falling apart, doing that exploding thing, this is a massive structure. So I understand. It makes me very sad, but I understand why something like this would have issues. Like, I'm pushing the game places it should not be pushed, or like, well, I would love it if it could be pushed like this, but I understand why this explodes. I've had very simple, small builds that just glitch out randomly, which makes me sad. Rub says, I feel as if they should fix the bugs and do build-offs for streamers. Not crazy builds, but new things they could add would be nice. Yeah. I really think that they need to address some of the major bugs. Mundell says, I remember the donut and was like, wait, what did he build? That's so cool. Yeah, so what you would do is you go to your tee off pad. I also like to play disc golf IRL, not regular golf because that's boring. But yeah, so you play and you try to toss your torches, and you go over here, and then you grab your torch and you throw from this location. You grab your torch. Yeah. So unfortunately, it's doing the exploding thing where everything's like floating and disconnecting. You can see the whole floor. Oh, sorry. Let me sleep through the night. You guys were saying that you couldn't see stuff. Oh. Also, this is a whole lag area, which makes sense because they have a giant dynamic object. I'm sleeping. I need to sleep through the night. What's cool with this actually is Nocturnal Eclipse. And I want to say Sir Laughs-a-Lot. Did you come in here and help me? I didn't have white pieces at the time because I didn't have the Beachy Boulevard set. Quick life hack: if you don't have a Lego set, there's chances somebody you know has that Lego set, and if you ask very politely, they may come into your world and help you build stuff. So I know Nocturnal Eclipse, and I think it was Sir Laughs-a-Lot came in here and helped me put all this cake icing on the donut. But yeah, so we made some custom trees for all this. Hold up, let me turn off those balloons. We don't need those balloons. Should sit a little lower. There we go. We don't need all those balloons. Get out of the water! Okay. It would save, Rob says, it would save the focus on bugs distributors to get, build things Epic into the shop. To build things for Epic that goes into the shop. I know it's fantastic. You frosted Rooster. It was Rooster that frosted it. Yes, Rooster. So yeah, we made a little stream that flows through here. We made some cabins. You had to throw everything's like starting to. The problem is I haven't been over here for a long time because by coming over here, I'm making the problem worse every time I'm coming over here. So this is probably the last time you will maybe ever see this, because if I come over here again, it's going to get even worse. So by loading this chunk, I'm making things worse. It was not this bad last time I left it. But as long as you don't load the chunk, it shouldn't make it much worse. Yeah, so you throw from there to over here to the campsite, and then what's really cool for the final one is you throw from the campsite over there up on top of this platform. And then where the trick shot would be involved is the balloon launcher here. Is you would you jump on there, and it doesn't launch you near as high as it used to. It used to launch you really high, and your goal was you had to fly up really high. You had to toss your torch and get it to land on the bullseye, which is now since completely shifted and disassembled itself. Anyways, there's the big donut mini golf. Last time you're gonna see this. Say goodbye, unless you watch the video. You can go watch the video. I would be okay if you watch the video, because it's a really cool video. I kind of like all the videos that I make. I do have more favorite videos. I'm not honestly sure what my favorite video is that I've made. But my thought process was like, if I wouldn't enjoy watching the video, I'm not going to make the video. Okay. And then the other thing that I try to do, actually I think this is the last thing in this world we really need to see. There's some other testing stuff that went on over there, but we aren't going to go look at all that stuff. Let's go to the next world. We got a couple more worlds that we can look at, and thanks, Ann. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of flipping of pieces. Okay, so that's the first one. Ooh, we got a fancy magenta rod thing. Okay, we get to Robo Craze last. Delete me. Mini ships. Beans. I'm trying to think if I need to show off beans. Beans is a world that I set up to do. There's nothing really big in beans. I guess I'll skip beans. I guess I can also skip. Look at Moxie says, I think my next favorite video will be a Bye Guy returns to Lego Fortnite. Yeah. So Speedway. Well, Beans is a world that I set up for an event for the triathlon. So I guess I'd say if you want to see that, you can go watch the triathlon video that I did. I brought some people in. I still haven't done it. I need to bring in a bunch of really good toy builders, some of the top toy builders, and make them try that. General Ronimus says, just wanted to pop in and say hi, Bye Guy. Hello, General Ronimus. Good to see you. This guy, actually, here we go. Since General Ronimus is here, I will go over into mini ships, and I'll show you guys these, because General Ronimus is here, and he's a big Star Wars nerd, so we will look at the Star Wars stuff next. General Ronimus, what I'm doing... Well, actually, first of all, how was your weekend? And did you do anything exciting over the weekend? What this video here is, I'm showing everybody what I've done over the last year. Unfortunately, I can't show you everything because I deleted those worlds. I've deleted a bunch of worlds. Because one of the other phases that I've gone through is speed runs. I've done a bunch of speed runs for level 10 villages, which I submitted to the official speedrun thing, which is like speedrun.com. Is like the official speedrun for a lot of different games, including Lego Fortnite. I don't believe it's associated with Lego Fortnite in any way other than just they do the official for a lot of things. The problem is they are understaffed. And so I submitted like 6 runs that took me, I think each run is like 3 hours long. So I spent like 30 hours doing speed runs. 30 plus hours. And I was very disappointed because I submitted all these speed runs that I technically, if right now there's nothing in those categories, so if they were to review them, I would hold at least like 4 different speed world records if they would review them. But that was 4 months ago. They have not reviewed them, and so I don't hold the world record because they literally never reviewed them. And how I know they didn't review them is because I can go into my YouTube channel and I can see that it has 0 views. It's an unlisted video that was 0 views, which means they haven't seen it. They haven't reviewed it, which is kind of sad that I posted something 4 months ago that they never reviewed. Anyways, so many toys in Abide Guys Worlds. Green was great. Thank you, sir. Great. So yeah, if you guys have seen the latest X-Wing video, you need to have seen it because I got 6 creators, including one of them would be Generonimus. I know he's here. I'm trying to think of anybody else that's in chat right now that participated. Mad Puck's not here. Joker's not here. Oh, Bramerder. Bramerder helped, and he was here. He helped with it. Bramerder was the pilot when we dropped the torpedo into the Death Star. I filmed that, and he flew the X-Wing. So yeah, this is the trench that we built for the run there. The X-Wing. Oh, hey, look, there's a TIE fighter just floating up there. So the Star Destroyer is not Star Destroyer. The Death Star was over there. But this is the trench run that we did. I've actually gotten Joker Plays in here a little more than everybody else, and he helped me build a bunch of different mini ships last year when Star Wars came around. And then I have since done more in here. So like some of these, if you guys want to go check out Joker Plays, he actually has tutorials for most of his mini ships, and I didn't get around to making tutorials for all of mine. I've only made tutorials for 2 of the 4 that I've made. But yeah, so some of these are his little Star Wars ships. I don't know, chat. You'll have to help me. I don't remember. Start naming these in chat. This is 1, 2, and 3. What are the names of these ships? I'm not a big enough Star Wars nerd to know. General says it's a crime. I was listed as helper, abide. I mostly just fooled around to avoid doing dishes. That's why I said helper. You were helping us mentally get through it, okay? I need my Star Wars nerds, though. 1, 2, and 3. What are these? I think this one's like a Tatooine ship. I think it's the one that, like, Queen Amidala flies in. Or maybe it's the replica of the one that Anakin flies in to destroy, not the first Death Star, because not a Death Star, but it's like it's the ship that's got a ball in the middle with a ring around the outside. I don't know what it's called, but they were used in the blockade. Anyways, we got a couple TIE fighters over here that were put together. The Enterprise and the Kaboom says the Enterprise and the Killington Berta Prey? Beretta Prey. Sweet. Okay. I gotta sleep through the night, but I can't sleep through the night because it's not technically night yet. Looks like a Naboo. Yeah, Naboo fighter. That's what it is. Here's a full size. I was working on the Millennium Falcon, and I have several versions here that I was working on the tutorial. What kind of held me up, Bird of Prey, sweet. Can I sleep through the night yet? I was claimed by another person. Well, I'm gonna break that bed since they can't sleep in that bed. How dare they place a bed that I can't sleep in? Guess the sheets aren't clean enough. I can't use them. They were probably working on one of the ships and got oil grease. The aluminium, yeah, aluminium Falcon. It's made out of plastic, not aluminum, dude. Oh, so what would be up at the petroleum falcon, made out of plastic. Anyways, I was working on a tutorial, so what'll happen for like a bigger tutorial is I have to tear it apart and like figure out how to make it the most efficient way, and so I try over and over and over again. Bremer says, I remember when you brought Wookiee and I into that world, and we were freaking out. Yeah, Bremer and Wookiee like completely lost their minds when I brought them in here. But yeah, here's the like the actual official version. Though they did change balloon physics a little bit, so it doesn't fly quite as well as it used to. Because what'll happen is you fine tune something, and then they go and change the game. I want to sleep. Why is the sun still up? So what's cool is this one uses a swivel for turning. This one uses a swivel for turning. And then it uses channel 3 with just jets to go up. But what's cool, if you go up and turn, it does a banking turn, which is pretty sweet. You're like, woohoo! So this is the Millennium Falcon. And I just personally really like you're back, but with still no volume. That's fine, Doctor. The other cool thing is you can do a half loop with this ship, which is pretty sick. And then it'll just naturally flip over. So I don't know if you guys remember that shot from Star Wars when they go to pick up Luke. Ooh, not what I was trying to do. We'll bring it back down here. But yeah, this is the Millennium Falcon. I never made a tutorial because all my tutorials have always been with free parts, and this was actually made with free parts. The parts that we unlocked for completing quests. So none of this actually has like paid parts. But the problem is a lot of people were not around when the first Star Wars season happened, and so they didn't unlock the parts because they just weren't playing the game at that point. So I have chosen not to make a tutorial for this. At some point, if there's enough pushback where people say we need a tutorial, I'll make a tutorial. If people are dying for it, the problem is it would be a lot of work. I could dig out the file though, and I already have part of it recorded. That's one of those videos that wasn't finished. But yeah, Millennium Falcon. If you want to just build it based upon what I was showing you here, what I did is you have the swivel that sits in the center, because the swivel is a 4x4 thing. It's actually pushed up just a little bit. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It's upside down, recessed just a little bit out to where that whole swivel plate would use these roof pieces. If you go to the Mos Eisley roof pieces, the 16x16, I used some of those. And then I separated the next layers 4 wider, which lets the swivel be in the middle. And then I just used kind of this edging here. I need to take these thermal detonators out of my inventory before I accidentally blow something up I'm not supposed to blow up. TB says one of my favorite builds from you is that. Yeah, it's a really cool build. But it uses parts that are not necessarily free anymore because you would have had to unlock it. Anyways, so Millennium Falcon here. Just got balloons in here like that. The only part that gets really fancy with it, other than just using your imagination, if you look at it really closely here, you can see. And if anybody ever wants to go back and reverse engineer this and build this, you're more than welcome to. So what led me to make this, and I know that some other people have made this one as well. There's no tutorial for a full-fledged. The Mad Puck probably has one now. I can't say that anymore. At the time of making this, the Mad Puck said nobody has released a tutorial for the Millennium Falcon. So what it uses here, if you go to supports and you scroll down, you've got these Mos Eisley awning support pieces. I saw these and I'm like, we need to make a Millennium Falcon. We just have to. That's the Millennium Falcon. What I did do though is I made them slightly wider by putting these floor pieces in here to just kind of bulk them out just a little bit. And then we got a little bit of angle building going on here to kind of get this angle piece, so you get that side sticking out there. I went through a bunch of the options, and this one seemed the best for the size. This light here, I'm not sure which light that one is, but if you're looking for it, you can find it. Just throw an antenna on at an angle, and there's not a lot of angle building on here. This is kind of one of my favorite parts about the build. If you actually look at the Millennium Falcon, there's like that satellite dish. It's not supposed to rotate, but I thought it was a really cool indicator to let you know like which direction you're rotating. Pretty silly. The other thing you need to know with the ships is you have to have some balloon facing up. Really provides a lot of stability. So the most tricky part about the ship, if anybody has cut a pizza, imagine if you were to take this thing right here and you were to cut the top in half, just the top slice in half. They were built separately. So that very top piece with the seat and with these vents, this layer right here was built separately. I put those 4 red balloons because if you look really closely, you can't see because the light is. It's nighttime. I was trying to sleep so that you guys wouldn't have to see that. TV says I'm still lost. How you get that? Get to make that so it turns with the swivel. So TV, this piece doesn't turn the ship. That's just on a powered swivel, so it turns. But if you look down here, which you can't really see very well, the very bottom. Actually, maybe I can get it to. Oh, I have too much stuff in this area. Here we go. See that right there? TV. Do you see how the whole bottom is a swivel? It's 4 of those 16 circles, 16 by 16 circle pieces, stuck together to make a really large circle. Anyways, so this back half, yes, it is very technical, but it's not. Okay, it did take a lot of work to make and to design, but now that I've designed it, anybody with mostly technical could. If anybody watches most of the techniques that I'm using here, I've posted videos about. I've got a list of like tips and tricks. I have a playlist of, I believe it's called Tips and Tricks on my YouTube channel, and it's got all the list of videos that I have of me going into more technical stuff. So I got like balloon tricks and a couple other things, which if you watch those videos, you pretty much have everything you need to be able to build this. So this top half section here is built separately. I put these 4 red balloons because if you see these 4 right here, you cannot place balloons like that inside of objects. The only object, well, there's 2 objects that I know off the top of my head that you can build balloons inside of, would be the fenders, because they don't break when you activate a balloon, because you can put a activated balloon underneath, activate it, and then turn off the channel. So you could have a balloon inside of a fender. Also, a chest, a gem chest, is the only one that can do this. A gem chest can take 1 punch from a activated balloon. All the other chests will. TV, go watch my tips and tricks videos. I have a playlist, and that's pretty much got everything that. Well, all the major stuff. Anyway, so these balloons here are inside. They're physically inside of other pieces. Nocturnal, I know how long it took you to build that Titanic. Nocturnal is insane. He built a massive Titanic. You should go check it out if you want to see an impressive build. It was so impressive that Kaz literally spent, I don't know if he did dedicated a whole video or a half video to Nocturnal Eclipse's Titanic. It was insane. It still is insane. Anyways, so this back half was built separately. It was slid into place. It was actually flown into place because I put jets on it because that was easier. Because I fly enough ships that it was easier to fly it in than to push it into place. Anyways, it was flown into place. And then it was connected via a couple of these pieces in here. To where then, because you know how balloons don't have a hitbox, you can fly things on top of the balloons. So I literally flew the top piece in, bolted it in place. It was a little tricky to get it to line up perfectly, but not terrible. And it is repeatable is the key. Anyways, enough of that. Yeah, if anybody wants to build this, you're more than welcome to. You can kind of you can roll back this video and kind of look really closely. I will try to walk. What's my walk key? I thought I had a walk key. You want to see somebody? Yeah, honestly, somebody do this better. The thing is it's not life size because you can't go inside of it. It's really, really tiny, but it's very detailed. I did try to look at a bunch of pictures. I did take a bunch, like, I did look at a bunch of pictures. Here we go. I'll get you a smooth walk around. What I found, if you guys ever want to make videos, you need a controller. If you want to make a clean video. Because if you're on PC, it's really jerky. But as soon as you pull out that controller, you can get these like sweet like panorama shots that you can't get with keyboard and mouse. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to like cinematography, I do actually kind of want to make a video. I'm not making more videos on Lego Fortnite right now. Maybe I needed to make it one anyways. But if you want to make good cinematography, this is my biggest advice for you. Get a controller. Even if you have PC, you buy a controller or find a controller that can plug into your PC. Because you get those really smooth shots. If you just look at Haskins' videos, you could see how he gets these really smooth shots. And it looks very beautiful because he's got these slow movements. And if you just watch people's videos, you can tell if they're on PC or controller, because the controller, they'll have those smooth shots. Otherwise, you get like the abide guy. Oh, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna yeah, ADHD. Anyways, this is called Lag City. Yes, I love that about the PS4. Sweet. Let me see. We've got one more thing over here that I want to show you before we go to the last world, or second to last world. Brimmer said, so control is better than keyboard and mouse? No. And yes, they're different. I personally grew up with PC. I did not grow up with a controller. I literally didn't. I played other than Smash Bros. With the pastor and his kids. Oh, we go over there occasionally on a Sunday and play a little bit of Smash Bros. For me, it wasn't Smash Bros. It was Mash Bros. Because I can't play very good, and I would just button mash. Was my lack of strategy. But that was most effective. So I grew up with PC. So my fingers and my brain is wired for PC. I want to argue, there are certain games that you could be better at with controller, and there are certain games that are better for keyboard and mouse. But I think if somebody wanted to do a real test, they could find games of all genres. I don't know how you'd find out fair ones. Yes, kaboom. This controller is hooked up to Bluetooth. It is an Xbox controller. Most Xbox controllers can hook up to, I think, any PC. You just need to download the app. And then, boop, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Honestly, kaboom, if you want to take your editing to the next level, like your cinematography, you should get a controller, or you can, even a wired one, a lot of them, you can plug USB into your computer. Like I have a PS3 controller that you can plug into a PC, and it will auto-register it. So yeah, this one here, I just have it sitting next to me, and I can hook it up for cinematic shots. You can get that pan, that slow pan. It's beautiful. Kaboom, this will help you make smooth videos. I said Haskins has really smooth videos, and then I was gonna say, but Kaboom does it. But then I was like, I'm gonna be kind of rude to say, but you call yourself out. Kind of, not really, but now I'm calling you out. Get some smoother shots, Kaboom. Get a controller, or use a controller that you already have. Anyway, so I grew up with PC. My fingers are more adept to PC. I feel like I can interface better with keyboard and mouse better than I can with a controller. And my thought is you should use whatever system allows you to tell your character what to do the best. Because I don't want the interface to limit me. I want it to be my abilities that limits me. Because if I'm literally limited by the interface, that annoys me. I want my skills to limit me. Nocturnal Eclipse says, as the great Joker Plays once said, we're not all the same. We're not all supposed to be the same. But Lego Fortnite has allowed us to come together, and quite frankly, show off our strengths. Doctor says, that's fine TV, but you might need ice packs on your PS4 so when you build the Titanic as a mech, it doesn't overheat. Oh, You need to figure out PS4. Bramber says, I love the power of PC. I use the controller because my brain can't keyboard and mouse, lol. Yeah. I have the PS5, but that still burns up. Ew. Me plays Rocket League on keyboard and mouse. Oh, okay. Yeah, I played a bunch of older computer games growing up. I didn't really actually get into like 3D follow behind camera games till like much later. It was actually PlayerUnknown Battleground, or PUBG. It was the PUBG Mobile was like one of the first third-person game that I played that you actually have to follow your character, not a top-down game. Okay, the last thing I want to show you guys in this world is the Millennium Falcon. It's not the Millennium Falcon, because that one's over there. The Millennium Falcon, we had it over here. It might be in the trench. Is it in the trench? Because we showed it off. It actually made a brief showing in the X-Wing video. It actually flew overhead. This is the Millennium Falcon. This is one of my most technical builds to date. This here is like the thinnest possible build that has like balloons lowered down like really far. Where do I need to land? I need to actually land it back there. Let me show you what's really cool about this Millennium Falcon. First of all, it doesn't sink through the ground. My previous versions, they would sink through the ground. Let's sleep through the night real quick. Why do we have so much lightning? Okay, so what I want LEGO Fortnite to do, this is my official request, is give us additional settings so we can turn off lightning to where we can set time and day and fix the bugs. I will be happy. Because like if I'm in creative, I shouldn't have to worry about being struck by lightning repeatedly. Anyways, so what's really cool about this Millennium Falcon, actually I'll fly it, I'll leave it up in the sky and I'll come back to it once it settles down and stops moving. Well, first of all, the balloons are actually way lower than it's possible for them to be. Thank you for sleeping. The lightning is not cool. Yeah, the lightning is getting very annoying. So what's cool with this build here, somebody was asking earlier about like balloons not being glitching out. So what's really cool is, where is it? Did I not? Is that literally? Can't quite see if that's on there. I think it is. So if I pop this balloon here, what's cool, if I take and place this balloon, this is the problem, is I can't figure out how to make it consistent. Somebody needs to go do a bunch of testing and figure out how to make this consistent. If I put balloons here, they're technically touching the side of this block. They're technically touching the side of the block, so when I break it out from underneath them, that one doesn't stay, but that one does stay. And I don't know why. Somebody needed to do some testing and post a video about sticking balloons on the side of blocks. If you make a really good tutorial of how to make balloons consistently stick to the side of blocks, I will tag it and I will try to add it to the list of the tips and tricks. Or if somebody can figure out how to consistently make balloons stick on the side of the blocks, right now I will tell you, you make a tutorial, I will tell people to go watch that video. Because I haven't figured out exactly how to make that consistent. That's why this video hasn't been released. Plus, it uses this corner piece, which is a free piece if you got it the first time around, or it's a paid piece later on. But this is the Millennium Falcon. But what's interesting is, if you look real quick, try turning it. Yes, I could try turning it. You do a bunch of testing TV and let me know if you figure it out. So what I did is I did that to get the balloons stuck on the side of these pieces. And then, if you look really close, and let me put on an illuminator that will help so you can see inside there. If you look, that balloon is literally on top of this. So we have a floor 1 and floor 2. Lego Moxie, what I mean by consistent here, is, just watch real quick. I'll show you again. So if I place this floor right here, actually we'll do several of them here. Oh, I can't do that one there. Whatever. So if I put a balloon here, I put it in the corner, I put that one in the corner, Put that one there and that one there. What'll happen is, at least for these two, this one will stay, but this one will break. I don't know about the back two. Okay, they both broke that time. I don't. This is what it's not consistent. Okay, see how this side stuck, but that side didn't stick? I don't know why. This one is not. There's nothing supporting the bottom of the balloon anymore. It's only being supported on the side of the thing. So I don't know. Generana says, seriously, filming Lego Fortnite should not be like filming a real life raiding around for good weather. You're right, Generonimus. Can we please set the weather or pause time of, like, I understand if programming would be hard for them to set time and day because certain events happen at certain times, kind of. But if we could just pause the day, it just stops. I'd be okay with that. So even if you had to wait the full time till it was that time of day. The other thing for filming is consistency. So say you're doing, you're trying to do 30 shots at the same time of day. You can't do 30 shots. You have to wait. Like, you'd have to do 5 of them, wait the full time till it came back around, do more. But you could pause the time. Then you could do all your filming, and all your films would be consistent. All your shots, all your scenes would be consistent. I can't seem to get both sides to stick now, but I built this one before an update, and I was able to get both of them to stick. I'm not sure why. I can say though, is when you build this, if this top piece is on one side of the swivel and the bottom piece is on another side of the swivel, the balloons won't stick to the side. But if this is all one piece, so right now this is attached to this, the balloon will stick to the side of that once we remove the bottom foundation. But if that foundation piece is on one side of the swivel and the other piece is on the top, it doesn't like that. So yeah, I don't know. Somebody make a video and ping me, or DM me in Discord. That'd be better. Nocturnal Eclipse says consistency is not a thing unless you mean consistent. You're right. I'm saying consistent lag. You're right. So what's really cool about this ship here is this is as thin as you can make a ship. The bottom section is 2 floors thick, because if you do 1 floor thick on top of a swivel, it will glitch through the ground and be stuck there. There is about 3 or 4 Millennium Falcons down there that are stuck in the ground. They have to be 2 thick. And then there has to be at least a half. There might be a way to get around this half space gap, but I just did a half gap because that was the easiest. So you may actually technically be able to shift this down one slightly shorter. But so we left a half a floor thick gap, so that way 2 pieces don't auto join. And then we have the top piece is literally too thick. What's interesting with this build is this driver's seat is the only thing holding the bottom to the top. If it weren't for the driver's seat, the whole thing would fall apart, because there's like one little lip back here that it happens to grab onto, and then it attaches the whole thing. It's a little bit crazy. But here's the crazy part. That balloon is not attached to this bottom floor, even though they're on top of each other. I had to literally place the balloons, and I would place one of the floor pieces, I would rotate it under the balloon, and I place the next one, rotate it, place the next one, so they're technically sitting on top of each other. Kaboom says, okay, I have a controller hooked up. How do you walk? For me, I have an Xbox controller. What you can do is you can go into your settings. If I go down here to settings, you have your keyboard, but you also have a controller option. And then you can set whatever buttons you want in here. Controller zones. I think you can set, that's inputs. Yeah, I think you can change the inputs via your controller. Maybe it's controller. Yeah, here you go. So like controller, I could literally push different keys, or different keys. I could assign them here. So for me, I really haven't changed anything with the controller. For me, I just move with this joystick on an Xbox controller. I look with this joystick, and I don't know what any of the other buttons do. I think I can click to run, but I've only ever used this for filming. That is legitimately the only thing I use this for. What'll happen is I'll go to film, but I'll quick move over here with the keyboard and mouse to get where I'm supposed to go and like open chest or whatever, and then I'll pull this out to do my film, like do my slow panorama, and then I'll go back to driving with my fingers because I haven't really used the controller enough to get good at it. Anyways, this is really cool. It's really thin. This would make a really great tutorial. The problem is it uses paid pieces, which I, to the date, haven't made a video that requires paid pieces, except for the X-Wing one, because I made a free and a paid. The paid one was just so cool. And it's technically not made with paid pieces. It's the free pieces that we unlocked from last year, but most people don't have them, so they're paid pieces now. Because it's getting confusing between unlocked pieces and free pieces and paid pieces, so. Anyways. Yes, I would just push forward slowly. Or what I'll do... Okay. You guys are going to make me make a video about how to make filming. Kaboom actually showed me this one. What you can do also, Kaboom, if you want, there's all kinds of crazy techniques that I use. Filming. Here's film skill for you guys. Advanced filming with a bide guy. Let me scroll down here. Let me put together the floor real quick before I lose my rig. So when filming, the reason that the intro for the X-Wing video took so long was because we were using... Sorry, I'm burning time as I'm trying to place these pieces, because I have to fill this back in. Is to film these, there's all kinds of really cool stuff going on. The simplest way to just get a moving shot, I use this one in most of my the Craftopia videos. You can hold a fishing rod or thermal detonator, or you can hold something else. That'll get rid of the dot in the center of your screen. You can back up against a wall, and then you could literally just, even in PC, you can hold 2 keys to do a slow pan on the side, or you can use controller to get a really, really clean, slow moving shot like that. You can set up one of these rigs. I'll set them up in the sky. You build a high platform up in the sky, and then you can do that. You could even just do a floating platform. Just floats, and then you could get your pan from that. Yeah, so most of the time I'm just holding the joystick just slightly off to the side. That way I get that clean move, and as long as I don't move my finger, it's gonna keep moving in that same speed. Kaboom. But yeah, so for this whole video, I built this rig here. The problem with the driver's seat is the handle always shows up, but if you put a swivel right behind your head, it gets rid of that one there. And then if I, nope, I want to get back in the driver's seat. I want to activate that one. Hello, why are you stuck to the ground? Go. You're supposed to go. Why is it stuck? What is it stuck to? Give me a second, guys. We need to activate this. What is it stuck to? I don't... Sorry. I was trying to show you guys this cool driving thing. You get me distracted. How dare you get me excited? Okay. We should be able to... I don't know what it's stuck to. It's just like, it's like not moving. So Rob says the floor you put in. What about the floor? Oh, you're thinking the floor. No, the balloons would have popped. If they had actually attached, the balloons would have popped. So it's nothing down here holding it. Let me just add another jet. Also, why is it night again? It's always night. No, I want this one. Sorry, guys. I got Kaboom. That was weird. I chucked the torch. That was funny. Okay. If I add another jet, will that make it go fast enough? Also, I need to take these torches out of my hand because it keeps turning off and on the illuminator, which gets really annoying. Come on. Can I put this anywhere? Okay, no. Just add another balloon, maybe? Oh, I could break the... It could be the back wall. Could be stuck in the back wall, maybe? Break those. And... Come on. There we go. Yep, it was stuck on the back wall. Let me real quick replace that before I forget. Because I have this really great habit of forgetting to replace stuff. And it ends badly. Okay, so to film that X-Wing stuff, we use this. This is a really cool advanced sled. In this case, so you can do one of these that just flies in the air. But, oh, and of course it's already glitching out. Yay for Lego. This is the kind of stuff, this is why I am taking a break from Lego. Because that balloon was literally just before we launched it, was right here, and it moved all the way back here. It might actually just be a visual glitch. Like, what the heck? Anyways. So what's cool is this is a fence piece. Because I didn't want a track visible on here, so the track's actually underneath. This is the fence gate. What's really cool about fences. Let me pull the fence up real quick. Fence. There's this fence right here. When you remember, I remember when Puck broke the cam when you were building on the floor. Actually, I'm pretty sure, TV, that you were the one that broke it. But we'll say that Puck broke it. So what's cool here is these gates here, any door, when it becomes a dynamic object, the gates fall out. But those pieces are attached to those still. So you can use this really cool floating thing. I saw somebody use one for one of the early, it was, what are they called? I'm drawing a blank on the name. I'm getting tired. The pod racer. Somebody used one of these for the pod racer because they can have this gap here. But because this piece is attached to this piece, that's what I did right here. Is these pieces are attached to the pieces underneath. So we have a trench down here, and this drives in the trench, so it keeps the whole thing on track, so it doesn't go anywhere we don't want it to go. And then with the swivels have an issue, which actually stopped me from making a thing I'll show you in just a second. So it allows us to film. Hold on, yeah. It allows us to film like this, and we're able to get a really good moving shot from first person. There we go. Ta-da! Moving shot from first person. And then, but because like, if you were to have if you were to be in a driver's seat, the handles show up. So, but if you put yourself in a square seat like this, you can do switches that you can see just at an angle. Like if I'm in this angle, you can't see that little icon like flip lever. But if I look down, I can flip that lever and go back quickly to this camera angle. And I can pull up my controller and scroll up slowly to get a pan shot of, oh man, there's a TIE fighter coming in or something. I don't know. It gives you options. But that's been some of the most advanced stuff that I've been doing recently. Hey, Doctor, welcome back. If you have a friend, you can also build one of these things that just flies around the sky, and you could have them fly the vehicle, and you just sit in the seat. That's another good way to deal with this. Just most of the time, I don't... You're right, Lego Moxie. Swivels don't have issues. There is no issues, and I don't have video evidence of that. Who could say... Somebody just say something? I heard a villager, like, say something. It was kind of weird. Anyways, last thing I'll show you before we move on. Of course, there's X-Wings here. But if you want to build those, you can follow the tutorial. There's one more thing I want to show you. It's these. I was working on a small Star Destroyer. And I was trying to actually make one that would be with 3 pieces. I was trying to make one with 3 pieces. And... sorry, I gotta set my hood. I was trying to make one with 3 pieces. Unfortunately, these are paid pieces. They were free, but now you have to buy them. Hey, Banana, welcome in, welcome in. How was your weekend, Banana? And did you do anything exciting? So this one here, we pull the angle off those and we just work them back, where we can get that really nice Star Destroyer. TV says, show the clip that I sent in one of your builds, becoming a monster. Yes, I will. I will probably be adding that one to the video that I release. So yeah, be watching out for that. Be able to see TV's footage there. So what I wanted to do with this build, which I never succeeded. I think there should be one flying around. Oh, here we go. Yep, there is. What I wanted to do. Here's an older version of it. This one may be actually the best one so far. Somebody was asking in my video, I used these trash cans for the TIE Fighter. Sorry, not TIE Fighter. You didn't really have a good weekend? I'm sorry. So, these trash cans, I also used them in my X-Wing build recently. The one that I just posted. Does anybody know how you unlock these trash cans in Survival? I'm honestly not sure how you unlock them. And they were trying to ask. Oh, yeah, you never thought about that? Yeah. You get some pretty sweet angles. And the way that angles work in Lego Fortnite is they want to remain true to actual Legos. So that's why I'm not sure if they will ever give us directional building unless they give us the snot block, which is directional building. They don't think they'll give it to us officially unless they give us the snot block. Because they're trying to remain true to actual Lego. Everything that is in the world that they have made could be made with Legos. And so they would give us the snot block if they were going to do that officially. Anyways, but the reason that we don't just have infinite angles that we can build on, trying to remain true to Lego, but because in coding, if something's not perfectly lined up, they try to eliminate most of the objects are not aligned error. And so there's like a tolerance window. Everything, as long as it's within really close, it's like, that's close enough. So, you can get this angle, as in this piece can touch this piece just fine. Because they're like close enough in angle. Actually, I lied. This piece and which piece is it? This piece and this piece can touch, but these two pieces cannot touch because they're too much of an angle apart. But as long as we just leave a small gap, they're not technically touching, so we can get away with a little extra angle. I wanted to make the Star Destroyer, and I wanted to make the bottom have... Has anybody seen one of these open up? So my thought was, as I would put two swivels with doors that would swing down with balloons, so you'd activate the balloons and it would pull them up. But as soon as you deactivate the balloons, which would also be the signal for the ship to come out of the sky, they would flip down and they would land on those doors. Was my idea. The problem, swivels have an issue, or is it an issue? I don't know. The camera considers anything attached to a swivel to be part of something else. So, which is fine in most cases, but if you have like a ship with a swivel section on it, that's what I'm using for my camera, it pulls that camera in really tight. So what was that happening as I made those doors that flip up, and then you would start looking around, all of a sudden you'd be inside the Star Destroyer, and I got frustrated with that and couldn't figure out a good way to make those doors flip. But it'd be really cool if it has landing gear, because I haven't succeeded in making a vehicle with landing gear, and that's what I wanted to make next. Banana says you like the mini, and you finally figured out how to make moving legs. Awesome. You're building a mini Star Destroyer? That's cool. You'll have to send photos in the Discord. If you send them in the Discord and then ping me, I'd love to see it. Okay, that's everything in this world I think we're going to show off. And we will move on to the next world. We got like one more, and then I'm probably going to have to conk out and go to sleep. The Minium Falcon? Yes. Oh, hold up. I will show you. I actually showed that off earlier in stream, so if you want to watch the full thing about it, you'll have to go back a little bit further. But I will show you real quick. Oh, is it in the sky? Did I leave it in the sky? I might have left it in the sky. Where did I leave that Minium Falcon? No, it's down here. Problem is which one's the real one? I gotta find it. It's the one that's not embedded in the ground, but doesn't have balloons on it. It must be in the sky. Where did I put that one? Oh, it's over here. I didn't apparently park it with the rest of them. Here you go. You were asking about the Minium Falcon. This is the Minium Falcon. It's really, really tiny. You could probably look at it and recreate it. It's basically just made with all these floor pieces. So several angled ones. And then what you do is the balloons. What's really cool though, and this is the part where you can't remake them, is the balloons are actually stuck to the sides of the blocks underneath, and it's got a swivel on the bottom for turning. And it's really cute, really tiny. Hey, Mad Turtle! How's it going? How was your weekend? Did you do anything exciting? Like spread mulch? That's probably not exciting. But yeah, this one's really well balanced, really well designed. Well, it's very well fine-tuned, I should say. And it's fun to both drive on the ground and in the air. Flies really nice. Yay! It's the Minium Falcon. You can punch trees with the Minium Falcon. Die, tree, die! Is there anything cool in these chests? No, these are just tomes. Okay, let's go look at, like, one more world, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night. I'm kind of losing my voice because I've been talking. I've been so excited to show you guys all the stuff that I've done this year that I'm losing my voice. You guys just want to talk for a bit? I'll let you guys talk. Just kidding. 'Tis the season. Yard work. Oh, you are doing yard work. That's awesome. That's funny. Okay, so I drive a chip truck, and it's like really big. And it has a lot of chips, and it's got a lot of chips. My sister-in-law was working across the street from her house, and I texted her, like, "Hey, you want chips?" She's like, "Nope. We don't need as many, like, we'll take half a load, but we don't want a full load like we got last time." I'm like, well, it's kind of an all or nothing deal, because what happens is when I start dumping the chip truck, all of a sudden, all of it just comes out at once. So I can't guarantee you, that I'll get you half a load. Plus, it's also really annoying, because if I dump her half a load, then I would have to go back home to the shop and then dump again, which means I have to hook and unhook the truck, and it's a pain. So I'm like, well, it's an all or nothing thing. She's like, no, thank you. We don't need that extra chips. And so she texts me later. She's like, well, my husband says that we could take that many chips. So I dumped the chips on the drive, and I'm like, congratulations. It's a blessing and a curse. You have more chips than you could ever want. Okay, I don't know whose vehicle some of these are here, but so this is the next world that I was going to show you guys, probably the last one for tonight. I set up, yeah. Oh, I thought you said holy chips. Matt Turtle said, oh yes, this is beans. Yes, I drive a chip truck. Oh, a chick truck. No, I don't pick up chicks. A chip truck. Matt Turtle says, had to clean out all the old stuff and got to start with doing new stuff. Yeah, so if you have a tree business around you, there's a chance they would drop you wood chips for free. It'd be more than you want, and they wouldn't be like high quality, but you can, sometimes if you find it right, you can get them for free. Actually, so we do sell mulch or wood chips out of our we do sell mulch out of our shop there. Well, we get like a whole big giant tub grinder, and it grinds up all of the chips. Yeah, but now you were there for the yeah, you were. So I made and it's nighttime, so you guys can't see. I'm sorry. Let me sleep through the night real quick. I'm gonna race through. I'm just gonna drive through these tracks once, and then I'm gonna probably call it a stream here. Call her a night. Yeah. It could be funny if I drive a chick truck. I drive a chick truck. It doesn't got chickens, it's got cheeks. Anyways, so I built these racetracks. This is the first racetrack I built before they gave us 45-degree building. And so the first track doesn't have... Oh, man, I forgot how terrible this thing turns. Oh, no. Oh, no. I forgot how bad these things turn. Oh, no. Stop doing that. I'm just trying to race. No. I can't drive. You want to race me, Brainmurder? Okay. Anybody in chat, if you want to come in here and race me, you can. Anybody in chat, just send me a party invite, and we'll just race through these tracks real quick, and then I'm going to call it a night. Anybody, literally right now, just send me a join party request, and we will race. You only got, like, you got baby smoochies in it? Yes. Mad Turtle. Anybody that's in chat right now, if you want to jump in, anybody can race me. We'll race around these tracks, and then we'll call it a night, and then I'm stuck on flag. Here we go. Anybody join me right now. Join me. Okay. Your Harry Fixtures is in. If I need to go back to lobby for anybody, let me know. Brainmater, join the world. Okay. Oh, the seat glitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Moxie. So this is another one of those bugs that I am tired of. Is anytime I go to do these races, like, I really, really enjoy toys. I enjoy these races. But trying to race down... Okay, now I'm back on the seat. I don't know actually why that reset. Mostly. You're more than welcome to join us at the end if we're still going. Let me see. Harry, you're probably going to need to drop up to just the gaming channel. He's stuck on the flag. Go now. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Everybody's going to have to build new vehicles, though. Just so we're all consistent and everybody has the same thing. Did we have a spot that was set up for that? Yeah. Well, there's this spot. I want to say that somebody set up... TV, you going to come race us? Get in here, TV. I want to say somebody set up... Yeah. So the rule is you have to build your vehicle, a new vehicle. It has to fit. You have to build a new one, though. You can build that same one, but to be fair for everybody, you have to build a new one. Jump in here, TV. Come race us. Hey, he made it over here.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Let me know, chat, if you can hear Harry, Rob.
Yes, please, because I have been messing with my settings because of
You're a little bit quiet, but yes, Doctor. New race. We're gonna go through the 3 tracks, but we're gonna go fairly fast. And I'm literally, as soon as anybody that wants to join is joined, I think it might just be the 3 of us, unless somebody gets in here soon. I'm legitimately gonna give us like 5 minutes to build a really quick vehicle, and then you'll be in a bit. Okay, you'll probably have to join us at the next race. Anybody else joining us before I actually officially give us a 5-minute countdown to build a new vehicle?
Okay, so where am I going to here?
Over here. You can take a bus. You can go from bus station 1 to 3. You're more than welcome to a banana. Send me a friend request. I'll get you in here. But I will let you know we literally gonna have like 5 minutes because I'm getting tired and I'll fall asleep if we stream way too long. This stream is already gone. Let me see. So if I start at 6:30, 8:30, 9, I've already gone for 2.5 hours. So, and my wife's gonna be like, "You need to come to bed with me." She's looking at me right now, saying, "Yes, you need to come to bed and go to sleep." Yeah, you could join on your phone. It shouldn't be an issue. Okay, you'll join us for the next race. Okay, everybody, the 3 of us. Let me start a timer. Actually, can one of you guys start a timer since my phone is being used for a face cam? Oh, it says that. Hold on. It says you're in the launcher. TV's trying to get in here. We'll wait for TV. Can you TV? Don't you have a key to this world? Send a party and a friend request, or it says you're in the launcher. So real quick, while TV's trying to figure this out here, what I will say is, Fortnite has to update for the third time this week. It's like, who's running a lawnmower? I'm so confused. What I will let you guys know though is we are going to not allow you to use. Trying to see TV. There we go. We are not allowing the use of large tires. No large tires. And I'm gonna say.
You seem to be good at hiding tires inside your build. That's concerning.
Oh, what? I don't know what you're talking about. No large tires, no large balloons. There should be no reason that you would need either of those. No TNT. This is a clean race. I want a clean race. That's all the rules I'm going to impose on you. But you're making a vehicle. You're making a vehicle that's driving, not a flying vehicle. You can use a balloon if you need for stability. Let me see. TV, you can also join us over in game channel instead of party channel. That way you can hear us and we can hear you. As soon as TV gets over here, we'll start this race.
Man,
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello, TV. Welcome in. So yeah, the band item is the large tire, dynamite, and the large balloon. There should be any reason to use any of those. The reason that I find large tires to be less enjoyable for racing is the large tire makes you go as fast as the jets do, which means there's no real reason to have jet boost, whereas the medium tires, those go fast enough, and then that allows you to put jets on your ship to make you even go faster. It feels cool. Anyways. Okay, TV's flying down in here. Okay. Pick a platform, So, does somebody have a timer ready to go?
Yeah, I got a timer ready for you.
Okay, can you give us on a mark, get set, go, and then give us a 2.5 minute mark, or like a halfway marker. Let us know that we only have half the time left. Hey, nope,
Yeah.
no starting yet. TV, nope. No cheating. No cheating, we're not starting yet.
And just a reminder that it has to stay in the boundaries of the floor tile.
Correct, including the
Yeah.
edges of the jets.
All right,
TV,
ready?
no cheating. Okay,
All right,
go for it.
all right. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know if I'm actually gonna win this one here now at this point. It's been too long since I've made a shipper vehicle. I just pushed the button and it didn't happen. Okay, we're gonna go with actually. Oh, this is bad. I'm panicking right now. I'm honestly panicking. I have to I have a reputation I have to live up to, guys. Medium. Let's go for medium tires. Okay. You guys okay if we pause to let Doctor join us? Everybody pause and pause building. Pause building. Or breaking. We'll let since Doctor's in here, we'll let him get in here. He'll be a couple seconds behind us, but he'll have to just deal with that. Cause we need to go. Plus, he won the last time, and so he needs a handicap because he built this amazing ship. We can't have him dominate again.
Mr. Wall Climber.
Yeah, that dude made a ship, a vehicle that could drive on the walls, drive on the ceilings.
Spider vehicle.
Yeah, that's fine. Doctor, what I'll do is when I throw the TNT, since you're just going to be in... Actually, since you'll just be in chat and you'd be behind, when the TNT explodes, that's when you can start building. Make sure you keep everything in the box, and you cannot use the large tire, large balloon, or dynamite. If you want to take a bus station, you want to go from bus station number... you can just drop a bus, and you can just drop a bus and come over here from wherever you're at, so you don't have to travel the 600 meters. Look at this, will give me a time. I can't build, but I can think. Then I can think of how to build. How will I make a design that will destroy all of you? I kind of want to build... No, the problem with building a unicycle is you can't turn.
I got a plan here, fellas. I got a plan, and that plan is gonna be the best thing ever. It's not gonna make it to win, but it's gonna work. Trust me, trust. Don't spoil my evil plan here, Abide. Don't spoil my evil plan.
He is so racing a robot.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Oh, yes, he is.
Okay, Doctor, when I throw this TNT, when it explodes, that's when Parameter is going to start the timer again, and you'll have just under 5 minutes. And when you hear another dynamite explode, that means that your time's up. Okay, I'm going to give, because he's just in chat, and he's just in chat, which is about 15 seconds behind. I'll let him hear that before I throw the dynamite. But I'll throw it near him or on him so he knows when it goes off. Wait.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
sabotage.
When that blows up, start the timer. Okay, start the timer. Start the timer. Go, 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 go. Build, 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 build.
No! Backwards!
What'd you did? What'd you did? I know you done did something.
I do nothing.
Lies. It is all lies.
Probably should be a little bit longer than that. No, it's probably fine, honestly.
Right, wrong side. Wrong placement.
Wrong door. We had a video game growing up. And what happened
Back
is...
in your day?
Back in my day, we had old video games. They had retro graphics. You hadn't actually heard of graphics. But anyways...
Tell us your story, Grandpa. Tell us your
yeah, so when I was a kid, we would go down and to the local college, and they had one game. Time's up? Seriously?
Already?
There's no way.
Okay, give everybody 5 more minutes.
That was not a 5-minute timer. There's no way. Did you
Give us
stop
5.
the timer while we were waiting for him?
Yes, I did.
Just give us 5 more minutes. I need 5 more minutes. How else am I supposed to be?
be?
Starting now, 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. We need a jet in the middle. The thing is, I also need a balloon in the middle, so I'm not sure how I can get a balloon and a jet in the middle at the same time. Well, I'll put the balloon right behind it. That's what I'll do.
Who dares to fight the evil robot?
You are the evil robot.
One thing I wish I could do was actually like control things with the cannon. Like, I wish I could. I really do. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me.
Ooh, is that in? I think that's in the box. I better double check that my thing actually qualifies.
Oh my.
Yeah,
Mine
that's
actually fits
really
in the
close.
box this time, Abide.
Please, please, I can't. Please let this like pass, just so we can have fun. Please, please. I don't know fully if this is in the box. This is the smallest mech design I have.
I'm gonna pretend like it fits in the box.
Yes, pretend it's like in the box.
Are we calling that an advantage or a disadvantage?
For him, I think it's a
Whatever you
disadvantage.
choose.
Oh, for him it's totally an advantage.
First off, you're talking to a guy that will hardly walk in this. You know that, right? I'm gonna hardly move in this thing. This is the smallest design I have, and also the worst one I have. So
3 minutes.
give me 10 more minutes? Question mark. Give me 100 hours. Don't mind me, lads. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me in the slightest.
Is that the end of it, or is
That's
that the
my
end?
alarm going off.
Sounds like the end of it. Alright, so pray to God that this doesn't fall and break. Oh, no! Someone bring my pillars! Someone bring my pillar! So I can drop it slowly.
Here, I got you. Hold on.
Break the pillar, break my pillar under me. Break the pillar under me. Quickly.
Here you go.
Okay, I think I have a functioning vehicle.
Hello, lads. Hello, lads.
Hey, those are illegal parts, sir. Those are illegal parts.
Banana says, I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but you should do an aircraft race or a mech race, like you're just moving in legs. You can build a,
See, glitch.
10 minutes. Oh, yeah.
We did really good on that big race you did. There wasn't a whole lot of seat glitching going on.
God, this moves so slow. Move, dang it, move.
What are you doing? Oh my god. Ritter comes just spinning in. Bram, how
I
you
think
landed
it
on
needs-
all four wheels after that? I'm baffled.
Okay.
Wait, what now?
Is that time? Or how much time we have left?
You're out of time.
Oh, we're out of time. Okay.
You're out of time.
Sorry. Get over here,
We're
TV.
out of time.
Bram, Ritter,
I'm
ready?
trying. I'm trying. Someone help me. I'm a crippled robot. Help me.
Ah,
Yes. Why don't you, Banana? You're more than welcome to jump in here, but you just go to the second racetrack. You have to join us for the second race. Whoa, you got a cannon in it, bro. That's terrifying.
Right? Illegal
I have a
parts.
better design of this, but also it sucks. This version sucks.
Here, let me help you get
Got
over
an
there.
awful lean on there.
Let me help you get
Help.
over there.
Push me.
I'll
Kinda
push
like
you over
the
here.
old toy there with the commercial. It weebles and it wobbles, but it don't fall down.
Spin me right round,
Well, I got
baby,
this
right
stuff.
round.
Okay. We're going to start the race, and if you don't get over here by the time we start, then you're just going to be behind. Everybody, to your racers. Chat, who do you think is going to win? Start putting your Lego studs down. Put your
wait,
Lego studs on the
Abide
table.
guy, are you stealing my go-kart?
Huh? What? No, I wouldn't do that.
You're crashing my go-kart.
Was that the one you were going to use?
I was, but you said I had to build a new car.
Yeah. I was just trying to get an advantage.
I knew it. A bad guy's using illegal tactics.
Bram Ritter, you
That
coming?
is not what I wanted. I'm on my way.
Oh my.
Bram Ritter, you coming?
James?
What do you mean? I'm right
down
here.
over there.
Hi, lads.
Okay. Well, it's weird. It's
Alright,
glitched
we'll
you
let
out
him
and
take
shows you
first
over
place.
by yourself. Okay, that's weird.
Hi, lads.
Okay.
Hi, lads.
Oh,
I'm in my car for me. I don't know.
Okay, it showed you way back there. Okay, when the TNT explodes, we start. 3 laps. 3 laps.
Throw it at his legs, give us an advantage.
Yeah, I'm just
I
gonna
gave
blow his
him
leg
out.
off. Okay, I'm throwing the TNT. When it blows off, you're good. Everybody, put your
I can't even
put
move
your
in
guesses in chat. Who's gonna win? TNT is thrown. TNT is thrown.
Go, 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 go.
Get off of me! Whoa! I about got shot! Whoa, my goodness!
What happened?
Watch where you're
Get
shooting,
over
buddy!
here. Get out of here.
Oh my goodness. He's flying up the hill, illegal moves. Don't trust this road.
How about this? How about this? How about this? Get over here, buddy. Get over here.
How are you keeping up? Oh my goodness! You blew my freaking car up! Dude! How am I supposed to finish this?
I actually hit him.
There's lap 1 for me.
Get away! I didn't know
The rest of
to
this
hit
race
you.
is me just trying to airily
Help
blow up
him,
my
bad
car,
guy,
man!
help. I didn't even mean to hit you.
I bet you've been gunning for me this whole time, and now I'm gunning for you.
Oh my god, I wiped out.
Oh
Get
no.
over here. Get over here. You're my next advantage. Get over here. Ah. Come on, get Doc. Come on, get Doc.
All right, Perimeter's doing lap 2. Done lap 2. On to lap 3.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh,
Oh,
and
seat
seat
glitch.
glitch. Seat glitch. I can't see.
Glitch.
I can't see.
Whoa, 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 what's going on here?
I can't see.
Wait, all the controls were monkey.
What are you doing to me? Get out! He's stepping on me!
Ah,
Get off me!
ah watch out.
What is going on? Oh my god, they're mean!
What the
Oh, I'm under the
heck?
track. This is just like racing.
Hold up, I'll
Like
fix the
cute
track.
and everything.
I'll fix the track.
Oh,
I haven't even made one lap. I haven't made one lap.
they took out one of my thrusters. Oh
And
my
who
God.
said
took-
that this guy could drive a mech in the race? This is not that kind of a race.
You said.
You
Why did
didn't
I say
anything
that?
about mech and cannons.
I finished race or lap 2, by the way.
Doctor needs help.
Oh no, I gotta do this in reverse.
Okay, where's Doctor at?
My feet, my toes. Get away.
Doctor! Alright, I'm
Get
coming
back
out
over
for
here.
the
I'm gonna
third lap.
shoot you. Get over here. No one beats TV games. Get back over here. You can't beat me. I'm a
my
5-foot
God.
giant. Now. Now. You'll never get my heart and spirit abide.
Ah! I'm stuck! Thank you!
Now. Get back over here.
No!
You, my plans are foiled. I'll meet you.
Lap 3 is done! There, now lap 3 is
You
done.
haven't seen the last of me. You haven't seen the last of me, Abide. You haven't seen the last of me.
Okay, officially, no more mechs. Because I'm retrospect looking back and realizing that I blew up the log that was laying right here, which cannot be replaced. So the track is permanently damaged.
Why not just put a log there?
You can't put logs.
You put wood there. You just
could put-
build.
I could put a fake log.
You can put the
Yard.
slab. You can put the slab thing on it. The slab.
let's do
Also,
that.
can someone help me down?
Help you down?
Look up.
Whatever flooring is here.
No, I'm going higher. I'm going higher.
But it's there.
Okay, is the track messed up to where you can't race on it, or is it still fine?
No. I put it
Okay,
back to normal. It's just not the same
Sweet.
color.
That's fine.
I just helped him get his car.
Okay, who actually won? I got
Whee!
distracted once my car got blown up from out from underneath me.
I think I came second.
I ran three laps and finished and parked my car.
Okay, so Bram Ritter
I
won.
ran.
I didn't even
let's
go
to the
through
next
one
track.
lap. I didn't even go through.
Everybody go to track number 2 with your vehicles. If you still have a functioning vehicle, just drive it there. I'll paint it on the map.
If you still have a functioning vehicle, he says, while
Go
I have
fly out,
nothing.
go
I
drive,
wonder why.
drive your vehicle over there if you have a functioning vehicle. Otherwise, if you don't, just take the bus over there. And we'll do that one over there. Yes. Your almost snowmobile's over there? That's awesome. Yeah, Banana, just go to the second track.
No mechs
The
this
second
time.
track is the second bus.
No.
Yes.
No mechs this time.
No mechs. I would rather not destroy that track.
Phooey. Phooey.
No mechs, no cannons, no destructive anything.
Now you say that?
All of my thrusters.
What'd you say? Oh yeah, you can put your thrusters back on. And I will just try to recreate the vehicle that I had before. I'm not gonna build a new one.
I got one thruster that holds me to
Sorry
the
about
ground.
it, guy. I'm gonna be honest. I actually did not mean to hit you on that one.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah, Dad.
Oh wait, this was my favorite track.
Sure, I didn't, Sonny. How about this chicken jockey?
Chicken jockey. Power. Oh, that's large. I want.
Oh my god, my throat is damaged from me laughing, just from me breaking a bad guy's vehicle. Oh my lord.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do something that I know a bad guy knows how will probably do.
Okay. Small thruster. This is how I had it. That's how I had it. I'm gonna scroll these guys. There we go. Doctor's struggling over there. He's got like 5 frames per second.
Oh my lord.
Bro,
Sorry,
is
doctor.
dedicated,
He
though.
left. He left.
Yeah,
He
when
left
it was
though.
on my screen, it came up saying he left.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, doctor. He was trying to play from his phone, but was not really
Yeah,
having
his
success.
phone is probably dynamite now.
There's a driverless car driving around the track.
That's normal. Don't worry about it.
Driverless cars are normal.
Hi
That's
lads.
just a feature, not a bug, right?
Yeah, it's just a feature.
Hi lads.
Okay.
Alright. Now let's put these thrusters back on that, you know. Not pointing
Yo, wait, I thought we had to have wheels.
Somebody's robot.
I
didn't
did
know
not
that we didn't have
specify
to have
that.
wheels.
I did not specify that, and TV is gonna do that. That's who he is.
Yo, wait.
I'm a
I still have the
crazy
old pickaxe.
scientist.
I like this track.
This is a good track.
I still have the old epic pickaxes on. That's weird.
Flip. 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 Help. Help.
There's a key called flip.
I am
What
trying
you-
to flip.
I just thought of the best build possible.
There we go. Alright, I'm gonna add balloons just because it's gonna be a flipping feature, alright, for me.
Oh, okay. So I did say we were building non-flying vehicles, so that's technically, if you want to get technical, that's the only rule that you broke.
I'm
You're
jumping.
mech.
You just have a flying function last round?
My mech. It wasn't really flying. Well, it was.
It wasn't
actually,
really
yeah, it was
flying as you were 100 meters above the map the entire time.
Me flying on an accident. I'm gonna be honest. I did not hear the rule.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was totally just jumping around, man. I was just jumping around and staying in the air for a long time. No worries. No worries. No problems. No problems. No harm done. No harm done. Looks at a bad guy. He looks at him intensely.
I'm flying. We can fly. We can fly. This jet was not intentional for flying. It was supposed to be for keeping me on the track, but if I'm upside down, it makes me fly.
Hang on, I actually have a plan. Incoming! Ah!
Okay, is everybody's cars here?
Mine's just about done.
Okay. Let me know when you're done, and then we'll probably start.
Who put a boulder in the road?
I did. Well, actually, Fortnite did.
That was not there last time.
Actually,
I don't recall.
do boulders spawn now, or is that just me?
Boulders just randomly
No, I'm
spawn.
pretty sure they do now.
Hang on, I had to fly for this. I actually had to fly over here.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Oi.
like, thank you, doctor.
Alright, so I can stay on the road as well, like a bad guy. I need to have
He's on
thrusters.
the road, it just doesn't... Not sure if he's right side up.
Sunny side's up, man. Sunny side's up.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side alive. We can help
Oh
you
my
every
lord.
day.
Help!
Rise on the
Help!
Keep
Help!
on the sunny
Help!
side alive. Okay. I always forget that there's a turn. Oh, I need extra traction.
What's traction?
I have never built a wheel like that before.
Teach me, Bill. Teach me.
It's this thing that keeps you on the ground.
Oh.
Oh no, my OG pickaxe broke.
Nerd. I'm just... Help.
That fire is very nice. Yep. Put it back on the track. If we see
I'm
you
trying.
shortcutting with this thing, then
I'm
everybody
trying. I
has
had to
permission
add
to pull
this.
out your. Everyone has permission to pull out your pickaxes and
A gun
smash
and
it
shoot
if
me.
you see him cheat cutting.
Hey, abide.
Help, help, help. I'm going
Yes, sir.
underground. Help, I'm going underground.
Hey, abide guy.
Yes, sir.
Now you see why there's certain things in the no section?
Maybe I need to add more
he said,
just for TV.
just
Help.
for TV,
Help.
yup.
Help.
Okay, stop moving. Is everybody's ships ready to go? Vehicles.
Ships.
Don't get
Ships.
TV messed up here.
That's pretty awesome, dude.
How
He's
would
building
the
them.
turning of the wheels go?
That's pretty awesome.
Which one do I have to turn over to make it
Let me figure it
go
out.
forward? That is not forwards.
Are the front ones steering, but the back ones are not?
Yeah, the front one is. Oh,
Hold up, don't move it.
I just thought of something that I could do. I could just break one and then replace it.
The other thing we can
Hang
do
on, I need to
is
actually
we can.
change this. Hey, Abide, you never said anything about no wheels, did you?
No, I didn't. Okay, so I lifted up in the sky, so that way we can change the direction. It'll be
I
easier to
could
see.
change the direction. I just don't know which one. I
Spin
need to
me
change.
right around, baby, right around.
pictures of
Spin
me.
me like crazy.
That looks more like a battle bot than a vehicle.
Okay,
A
they
what?
are now all pointing in the correct direction.
Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter.
You're terrible.
There you
I
go.
love how
Now
on
see
the
if it works.
stream it's showing. Oh yeah, it works.
That's actually
Very
pretty cool, dude.
Very slowly turning, so I'm just gonna have one.
Helicopter, helicopter.
So it turns.
I love how the balloons are still there.
Want to
need
see
me
a
to-
magic trick?
No.
You need
I'm
me to
gonna
break
make
one of these so
myself
you can get in here?
vanish.
I'll take off with a head start. I'll jump the green
Our
one.
rooster says G, but oh, gotta go, buds. Later. Also, thanks for using the emojis, rooster. I love seeing you use them. You able to get between the two of them, or do you need me to break one of those? Oh, hey, you got it. Okay. When the TNT explodes, we go. 3 laps. Honesty. Once you do it, call it out, and whoever calls it out first wins. Ready?
All right.
I'm gonna toss the TNT up here though, so I don't blow up part of the track. Ready?
Low.
3, 2, 1. Go,
You got a head start, you genius! Bye!
What happened here?
Bye!
Oh, crap.
Get out of the road!
No, the Millennium Falcon.
Alright, I'm off in first place.
Get away from me,
Oh my
Millennium!
God. No,
Get
I'm
away!
Ram.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I
my
got
God,
stuck in
oh my
between 2
God.
flags.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ah! Ah! I didn't mean to try!
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Who just did me dirty like that?
Sorry, Harry.
I'm sorry, Eric.
Sorry, Harry.
What was that
Fine,
dirty
help! Good sportsmanship! Help!
There's none of that.
man?
Build
One done.
something closer
I just
to
got
what a
thrown into
car,
the
and then you
toilet.
won't have so many issues. I know you're a good builder.
I have no clue where I am.
I'm not gonna be
All I
able
know
to
is
catch
that I
a
keep
bike.
All right, there
guy.
we go. Now I'm on the track. I actually had to jump.
The opening is the worst place in that opening in the
No,
middle.
no,
It kind
now!
of gets stuck on everything.
Oh,
The-
see glitch,
the
see
ramp
glitch,
is
see
short.
glitch.
I finished lap 1.
See
I already-
See
glitch.
glitch.
Lap 2.
Bye,
Wait, how many
Joy,
laps
that
are we
wasn't
doing?
very nice. Look, karma.
Oh man, yeah, I kind of deserve that.
No,
Lap
Run,
2.
Theo.
stuck.
Oh
Come on,
no.
come on, come on, come on,
Shoot,
come on.
I'm just barely
I'm
in
on
front
lap
of you.
2. Yes, I'm on lap 2. Ah!
I'm also on lap 2, but my
Get
Millennium
back here,
Falcon
my
is
guy.
less
Oh, you ain't catching me now.
Get back here.
Okay.
I'm coming for you. Ah, no.
There we go. God!
Oh my
Ow!
One of the funnest cars I've ever made.
Oh no, I crashed
I'm
right
in
at the finish line.
ground. I am in the ground.
Okay, I
Oh,
made
boy.
it. I made it officially.
I'm stuck on the
not
road.
really on the track, but I made
I
it.
just realized I never made
I
this.
made it.
I
Lap
never
3.
did this shortcut.
Whoa.
Where we race.
I won, and I'm upside down climbing a tree.
Oh my.
Doctor, I would use your vehicle, but I'm currently
Move!
flying my vehicle.
Move!
I can drive on the bottom of trees.
I'm on my
He's
third lap
flying.
currently.
He's flying.
I had to because of you! I was stuck!
Oh no.
I have fallen and I
Oh my
can't get
God.
up!
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Doctor, don't pretend you're not having fun of me.
I have to fly on the road each time. I have to fly
Okay.
onto the road so I can get on.
What is happening?
Yo, after I'm done racing, I might make this ship into an actual
great.
flying
I don't know what just
So
happened between
bad.
my vehicle and somebody else's vehicle.
Help! Stop!
ship. And that was my vehicle that you guys had.
Everyone's bullying me. Everyone's like throwing me off the edge here.
As we should. I mean, what?
What?
Okay,
As we should.
everybody head to track 3. Everybody head to track 3.
I don't know which way that is.
Either way, my car's up. Okay, see you. Okay.
Yo,
See you, fellas.
running over my ship.
crashed.
That's a
Is
really
the
awesome
bridge
Millennium
still
Falcon,
there?
dude.
Track 3?
Everybody head to
I
track 3.
love how I can just get over there.
Where is track 3?
Bus station 3. I pinned it.
Do I gotta take a bus or can I drive?
I would
I'm gonna have to
drive.
put a- I'm
so
gonna
that
have to
way
get
you have your
this
vehicle
over
there.
that. So I'm gonna put a balloon on this just to make it so I can.
There's a
get over
ramp.
this thing.
There's a
Oh.
ladder you can use right over there. to get up.
Oh my god, yes, that
Oh,
ridiculous.
that's a good improvement from when I raced on that thing in the first place.
Yeah. The first time
Yeah,
we
I'm getting
raced,
up there. No worries.
The Millennial Falcon. That's what I keep calling it.
oh, why were these built out of shack pieces?
Bad guy, why are you breaking the bridge?
Why are they made out of shack pieces?
Because you asked me to.
A bad guy.
Abide.
Could I break this tree to get my Millennium Falcon
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Abide.
Actually, I might be able to. I might be
Yes,
able
all?
to place this balloon here.
Why did they
I
start
can't.
breaking? They didn't break before.
I don't know.
What the
I
heck
decided to just fly my
happened?
Falcon over.
I could just fly. I already flew over here.
I'm currently flying over.
Now try to go up.
All of my wheels just left my vehicle.
Oh my god, what did you just
Okay,
do?
where is it? Where is it? Where's bus station 3?
What
There
did
it
you
is.
do to your car?
I was just driving and all of my wheels just disappeared. I had the axle still there.
No, guys, the bad guy just blew up his car.
I know exactly what happened. Because this is now
I'm
part of
almost
the
up.
ramp. Now
I'm almost up.
it's no longer part of the ramp.
Oh.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
what's
I'm
taking
gonna
you
be
so long, dude?
I'm
What's
gonna be
taking you so long?
We're just lazy.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that didn't work.
I'll replace them one by one as you break them.
As you break them. I gotta put wheels back on my car.
I don't know why it's literally not letting me place pieces right now.
Okay, I just
You know
realized
what, I'm
if I
just
put a
gonna
balloon on
drive
this
up
thing,
the
it
mountain.
can fly. It's just really funny to fly this thing.
Oh my. I can't even. My car doesn't exist. I can walk right through it.
I don't know what to say, man.
I'm
Maybe
almost
just
up.
build another one.
Happened. That, I'm gonna.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, I'm over here. I'm already over here, lads. I'm over.
Oh shoot. My game just crashed.
We don't know how
He
to
didn't fly.
No, my game did not crash. Okay,
No,
let
I'm
me
literally
lower my.
driving up the mountain.
I actually just realized I could do that
Who
too.
made this? Oh
Can
my god,
everybody-
that oh my god, that turns very fast. Oh my lord,
What is
that
that,
turns
Steve?
so fast. That
The Millennium Falcon made it out.
That was
Yeah, no.
mine.
the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that was
know what?
mine, game.
This Falcon has.
That
the
is your.
latest
Why does it?
Millennial Falcon.
It's so fast.
Yet I still lost. And it's drowned.
If you can get it, if you
Okay,
can get it out.
Soggy noodle
I
of a
finally got back
vehicle.
up.
Is everybody
Or
up there?
soggy.
Oh, everybody's literally up there already, aren't they?
Yeah, you're just slow, Abide. I'm sorry.
Well, I was
but
trying
you're
to
just
rebuild the
slow,
bridge,
folks.
but I'll just come over there and rebuild my vehicle up here. It's a pretty fast build.
I have to make it behind you so I can turn around. Honestly.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, doctor. I appreciate it. I love how there's just a random
spin
car here
me
in the
right
water.
around, baby, right around, spin
Yeah, that's
me
all.
like crazy, like right around, spin.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
this
how
thing
much
better
baby.
by
horsepower should we
adding
knock
some
into the daily
plates to it so that it doesn't just weirdly not work.
He adds another rule.
Hey.
Your vehicle has to have wheels, and I just try to get off and make another weird vehicle that breaks the
Are you editing
rule.
your vehicle?
What you would do is you would build the vehicle with wheels, but the wheels wouldn't be functional. They would just be on top.
Yep,
Honestly, I
I'll
kinda
just
wanna
put
do
the
that
wheels
to
right now.
Millennium Falcon now.
You know what? You know what? How about this? How about this, Abide? Hang on. Let me do something. Let me do something quirky and funny.
Yo, bro,
Usually is.
Again?
he's not breaking the rules. He's not breaking the rules. Technically.
Bing, 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 bing,
No,
bing,
you're
bing,
in the
bing, bing, bing,
way.
and a bing, 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 and a bing, and a bing.
Oh, this was my favorite one that I saw somebody make during that snowmobile race.
I think that was already built by Abide. Hey, Abide, I didn't break a rule. I have wheels on my car, man. I have
Where's it?
wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's my old
I
snowmobile
have-
that broke.
I have wheels, man. I have wheels.
Uh-oh, I can't even move it.
I will be done building very shortly. And we'll join you
Yeah,
guys.
bad guy. You wanna know something weird?
What's something weird?
I still have the original epic pickaxe. Or
That's
axe.
cool.
I used to have the pickaxe. Like, didn't they
Let go of me.
change everyone's?
Let go of me.
Yep.
And,
Oh my god, I'm
I do
so
like this
scared of
idea,
using
never
my.
really
Yeah, I'm
thought
gonna
about
abandon this vehicle and just use that built one that was next to mine.
Okay, I am ready now. Sorry about that, guys.
I'm ready. I'll actually use a
One
car this
tiny more
time.
detail to this
Uh-huh.
fucking-
What kind of swinging arms does it got?
Look at swinging arms.
You know what? How about this? Hang on.
How about this? Doesn't answer the question.
How about this?
Doesn't go no, no, none.
Is there
Okay,
any
everybody
detail
get to the
this
starting
Millennium
line. You
Falcon
guys all ready?
Is missing.
Where'd you start?
Propellers, my boy. Propellers.
Here-ish. You ready?
Is there any details that this Falcon is missing? 'Cause I kind of want to build something similar in my scrap world.
I can't even get on it. Hang
Pretty
on.
sweet.
I don't pay so much.
It's missing the vent pieces on top, and it's missing the little satellite dish. But it's got pretty good detail.
There we go. Propellers.
Is that-
Propellers.
You guys ready?
I thought,
Ready?
yeah.
Yes.
Throw in the TNT. 3 laps.
I just hope I don't accidentally run into it because I have a really like.
Go, 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 go.
Ah, get away!
I have to
Oh my god.
get in. I have to move this thing into the first to get off because somebody knocked me onto a.
I'm on first person mode. Ow! Hey, I'm actually doing better than what I always do.
Oh, crud.
Somebody shoved me onto something, so now my Falcon's stuck.
Oh no. If you need
Oh,
to
I got
break
it.
the tree, if it's a tree, you can break the tree to get it off.
Oh no, it was on a. Oh no, now I'm on somebody's car.
Yeah,
We got
I
this,
wouldn't
we got
use that
this.
trick,
Oh,
would
no.
ya, abide guy? Oh, look at me. I'm
Hey,
on an
you
actual
go-
car this time. Oh god, help. Oh god.
We're out, I'm out, we're all out.
Does
Help.
everybody have the seat glitch at the same time?
Yeah.
Yes, I think everyone gets
Barely
it.
see
Oh my
close,
god,
but I
I'm
do.
inside the car. I can't see anything.
Shortcut.
I can't see anything.
Shortcuts are going to be very short if I am using it because I keep getting caught on things.
I finished my first
No, I
lap.
actually can't see anything. Hang on, I actually can't
didn't
see
even
anything.
finish.
I crashed.
I
First
can't
lap
even
done.
see anything when I drive this. Because it always goes on first person mode.
Oh, that's because you have a swivel on top of your ship. So the
First lap
swivel's missing.
done.
No, it's fine that I'm in first person mode. I'm fine with it. But also, it's annoying
If you
to
don't wanna
like
be in
have
first
when I do the
person
seat
mode,
glitch.
I
wanna be in
First
first
mode,
person.
No.
Make sure to get the
Is that
seat
game?
glitch.
No,
'cause-
that was Abide, wasn't it?
Huh? I don't know what you're
No.
talking about. I was not, definitely not me, Harry.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
this
not
is
me
the
doing the
hardest part.
crazy trick this time. It's a bide guy.
This one was the hardest part of the track, and I still stand by that.
God, I can't move.
And I'm upside down.
Damn, Daniel. Damn.
And
Gotta
I'm
catch you, Harry. Okay. Oh, no, no, I flipped. I flipped twice.
Oh, I went off the track. Oh no!
Okay, I'm stuck in a tree.
I have to be like really careful in this car.
This one was one of my favorite.
Oh,
tracks, but it was
coming out of
so
nowhere.
hard.
Finish my second lap. I'm on my third lap.
I haven't even finished my first.
I'm on my third lap.
No!
Really need this time.
I have a reputation of
I'm on
being
my
a
second.
great... I don't know. I'm not really good at
Wait,
anything.
you have reputation
At being the second best driver.
on your own track?
Ouch. That should...
I'm on my third lap. Yes, come on, please, just move. Move, car, move.
How did you build this track?
Ah!
Very
Ow!
carefully. A lot of work.
And I just got
No!
Oh, no.
Oh! Oh, I just fell down the mountain. Oh,
Oh no. I think I'm gonna
I
come in
don't know how
second.
many laps I've done. I just done a few.
I can't move.
I
Each
finished
time
my third
I,
lap. Yeah.
every time I try to go on the mountain, it always like trips me.
That's why I won. Doctor's not here.
Yeah, I won, lads.
The
I
only
won.
reason you won is Doctor's not in game.
yeah,
I
Doctor's
won.
the beast.
I won, lads. I won. No worries, lads. I won, lads. I won. I got third
All
place. No worries.
I don't know what place
Oh,
I'm getting
man.
because I don't even know if I did all the laps. So I'm just gonna do one more.
Yeah, I'm just doing a second place victory lap.
Yeah, I got third place. I got second place. Yeah, yeah.
2 people have already crossed the finish line.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, right
maybe
crossed.
I don't know how many laps I've done.
Yeah, I totally didn't abandon my vehicle during the race. So
That's it. I'm getting my revenge. You just crushed
Okay,
my
I'm
shit.
gonna leave the voice chat for a little bit to say goodbye to my YouTube chat, and I'll be back.
all right.
Alright.
I want to thank all of you guys for coming in and seeing all my crazy stuff. I want to thank you for all your support as just done YouTube for a year. It's been a lot of fun. I am sad to leave Lego Fortnite. I'm sad to leave Lego Fortnite for a while to pick up Minecraft. But I am excited for the adventure. The cool thing with doing Minecraft is all of you guys should be able to join me every Monday at 6:30 Central Time on Nocturnal's. I think it will probably do the Chaos server. So if you like Minecraft, come play with me every week. And then as far as my YouTube content, how that's gonna shift, I want to start doing some challenges in Minecraft. I think I would like to do a series called Can We Escape? Is the name of the series, unless I change the name between now and then. And so every video would have Can We Escape? And then it would be the end, the nether, the ancient city, the ocean. And with those, I'll get some different YouTubers to record their perspective off stream, and I'll stitch it together into a shorter video. But each one of those videos will be set up as very simple concept to where anybody, if you like, this is a really cool idea, it's set up simple to where anybody can do it. That's what I've tried to do with my YouTube videos so far in Lego Fortnite, is making it so my builds, while they are anything that I built a tutorial for, should be fairly simple. And I think all of the tutorials, I haven't built a tutorial that's longer than like 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I do know this X1 is 13 minutes, but there's literally 2 tutorials plus an intro. So the tutorial itself is not more than 8 minutes. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, at least with the Minecraft, come join me on Monday nights. I would love to play with you guys. That's what I enjoy doing. It's playing with people, and that's what I'm most excited for doing in Minecraft, is playing with you guys. So I'm gonna end the stream here. You guys have a great one, and I will see you guys next Monday, maybe in Minecraft. If not, then just keep me updated if you guys have anything that you're wanting to do. If you need help in Lego Fortnite, I'm not abandoning and throwing away Lego Fortnite. My account will still be open, so if anybody needs help with something, let me know. Anyways, have a great one. Good night, everyone.